Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to a very special movie episode of Games My Mom Found. It's episode 200 of movies. And as I promised, probably over a year ago, we have a special movie for 200. Who is with me to punch some Nazis in the face tonight?
Hey, everybody. It's Kenneth, Sanity. And just because I'm podcasting today doesn't mean I have to like it.
And let my armies be the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky is Kerry, Crusade.
Peter, no ticket, Bingham Pancrats.
I really do love that scene. No ticket.
Oh, yes. This movie has so many bangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really does. I was just like, I had like five in the chamber ready to go.
I was
like my Charlemagne.
I was considering using that one, but it was on the short list. The one you used, let my armies be the rocks and the trees, etc.
Yeah,
That's a good one, though, too.
No,
Which is a made-up quote.
No, the fish make love in it. Yeah, it's a made-up quote. Yeah.
She
It's not something in her sleep.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so many great lines.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Celebrate Film 200. We are talking about Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, directed by Steven Spielberg, screenplay by Jeffrey Boehm and Tom Stoppard, story by George Lucas and Manano Meals, and distributed by Paramount, and came out back in 1989.
Yeah.
Tom Stoppard just died I think last week he died.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was a big playwright, and this is one of the movies he was hired to punch up.
I mean, he did a good job.
Yeah, that's just a little trivia.
Oh, that's interesting.
Nice.
I did not know that. Oh, and I always start these off with our memory. So I have seen this movie apparently more times than I thought I did, because I can quote this movie. So there's that. I didn't know that. I found that out as I'm watching it. I was watching it with Tiff, and I started quoting the movie before they said stuff. Just like, you've seen this too many times. I'm like, maybe.
I feel like if you're a 90s kid, this is one of the movies that is in heavy rotation, just of any household, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember
the first one more, but this one a lot too.
This one's definitely more accessible for kids, I think. It's maybe not it's more of like just a fun romp.
Yeah, it's even though it involves the Nazis, it's still a much less dark movie than one or two.
Right.
Yeah, they definitely got that comedy up. And so I've seen this movie many times. I've always loved this movie. I own it on DVD when they first re-released it separately at Target. I bought them at Target. I remember that. I watched it many times. So that's my history. What about you, Ken?
Oh, gosh. Like, I've seen this movie a lot. Temple of Doom was my childhood movie. That was the one I watched the most probably when I was a kid. So when this one actually came out, I was super hyped for it. And I did see this one before I saw Raiders. So it's a little strange, a little out of order doing it. But you know what? We get through it.
You don't need to know Raiders. It only makes one context make more sense when he goes, Nazis, I hate those guys. Could hate them anyway. They deserved it in 1938 already.
Also, the line in the when they're in the catacombs, oh, that's the Ark of the Covenant. You sure? Pretty sure.
That's my favorite joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a perfect amount of fan service that they give. Just one line.
Yep.
And Kerry.
Man, I'm so glad I'm on this podcast. This is my second favorite movie of all time, maybe third favorite movie of all time, right behind Empire. I was 6 years old when this came out. My grandparents bought just like every VHS, and they had this, and I would spend the summers, and my morning routine was I would get up and I would watch this movie and then Who Framed Roger Rabbit 5 days a week for multiple summers, multiple years. This is my first Indiana Jones. We had taped Temple of Doom on VHS from like a free HBO weekend. I had that at home, but rarely watched it. I was a little scared by it when I was little. And then I didn't see Raiders until I was an adult, actually. So this is my Indiana Jones. I have a tattoo from this movie. I would say it's not hyperbole to say that I've seen it well over 200 times, probably. I have this movie just memorized, and I just watch it randomly, just when I'm in the mood to see some Nazis getting punched. This is the one I turn to. I don't really rewatch the other ones that much. I've probably seen Raiders 5 or 6 times, maybe 10 times, and same thing of Temple of Doom 20 times. But this one I watch multiple times a year. Yeah, like I said, it's one of my favorite movies. I only have one tattoo, and it is the cruciform sword from this movie.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's me with this movie. Yeah.
And Peter.
I don't think this was my first Indiana Jones. I'm pretty sure I saw Raiders. My dad had them all on Laserdisc, so I was one of the few people who saw it on Laserdisc. I think I still have it, actually. I think I still have the same Laserdisc that I can't watch, but I remember watching it many times. We did have a VHS tape of it too, so I do remember watching it then as well, just putting it in, and yeah, I've seen it so many times as well. It used to be my favorite Indiana Jones. I think I like Raiders now, but like I said, this is a movie perfectly designed for kids, so I really liked it when I was a kid. Yeah. I should
Raiders
say
to me,
families. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
it's a family film,
it's
not
a
maybe not a
family
kid.
movie.
Yeah.
But a kid could watch it and not like
Right.
Temple of Doom is a little dark and depressing,
Right.
even though it stars a kid, so it's more kid friendly in that way. But just strange movie. Not a bad
This
movie.
one's got
Just a strange
this one's
movie.
got kids though.
In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if anybody else had the feeling, like for some reason, this movie kept making me think of James Bond. Even before Sean Connery shows up, I just kept thinking this feels like a Bond movie.
Well,
I
you got
mean-
the Bond girl tagging along.
Yeah.
Right.
And you've got that intro, the way Bond movies always have an
Yep.
intro thing.
The cold
adventure.
open.
Yeah, the cold open.
Yeah, but every Indiana Jones has a cold open.
That's
mean-
true. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
The character was based on James Bond, so it was like James Bond if he was an archaeologist. So
Oh, really?
That's fair.
Huh.
It doesn't feel like it as much in Raiders and Temple, but in this one, it was just something about the feeling of it. This movie has a lot more humor too,
yeah,
so
it
I think
does.
that's part of it. And there's a lot more like random things that happen. I don't know. There was just something about it where it just had that feeling.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think, if you think of the first movie, he's on this, mission from the government, but it's an adventure to find this thing, right? And then the second movie, he's at the beginning, he's on an adventure to recover this item from Lao, right? And this one, his mission is saving his father, right?
Yeah.
And so it's got a little more of like, I don't know, maybe just a little more seriousness to them. I don't know if seriousness is the right word. It's just it's different from the others in that sense.
So would you say this time it's personal?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
It is very personal. I mean, that's
Mhm.
his mission is. He doesn't really have a mission, but his mission is to go find his dad, really. His mission is to
Right.
find the Grail, but it's like the only reason he goes is because his dad is gone.
Yeah, he just wants to find his father. He's not as like hell. There's even that one line. The guy's like, "Why are you looking for the Grail?" He's like, "I don't care about the Grail. I just want my father." He's like, "Okay, in that
Right.
case, he's here." Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to mention this has many Bond actors in it. I think,
Mhm.
in addition to Sean Connery, I mean, most of the cast I think has been in James Bond. Like Alison Doody was a James Bond. Julian Glover, John Rhys Davies, they were all in James Bond movies. So
Yeah,
John
let's say
Davis.
Julian Glover for sure. Oh, yeah. What is John Rhys Davies? Which Bond movie is he in?
he was in The Living Daylights.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
why. Is that a Tim?
Yeah.
That one the Tim Dalton ones?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
don't know it.
Oh, and similar, Alison Doodie's in A View to a Kill, which is an oh no, that's Roger Moore. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's one of the corny ones.
it's the one in San Francisco with where they're on like the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah, I never realized that was Alison Doody. I never made that connection. Well, she's not the main girl. She's
No,
just
she's
one
not.
of them.
Yeah.
No,
It's all
Oh,
subconsciously making you think of it. Anyway, continue.
yeah,
Fun fact, I actually have met Jonathan Rhys Davies. And I know I probably said this before, but I'm going to say it again in this episode. When I met him at a convention, I said to him I loved him in the Indiana Jones movies. Like, I always tell Spielberg when I run into him, I was in the two good Indiana Jones movies. Made me laugh. And this
Well,
was
I
the time
agree. I agree with that.
when
Yeah,
I was around too, so it was pretty funny.
Yep.
Made me
I'd agree
laugh.
with
I'm
that.
like, you're not wrong, buddy. You are. I'm like, you're right. I don't like the other two as much. So I don't know. The cold open is
tough.
not bad with River Phoenix playing a younger
I love it.
Indiana.
I love it. And he didn't play young Indy in the Young Indiana Jones Adventures, right?
No.
No, that
No,
was
'cause he died-
Sean
he died-
Patrick Flannery.
Right, because he died right before they started making it. But was he supposed to? I wonder.
He
I
would have been,
think
I think,
Too
anyway.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he was probably too big of a name at that point.
It's just a fun fact. River Phoenix played Harrison Ford's son in a movie called The Mosquito Coast in the 80s.
Right.
So he was already known to be a young Harrison Ford.
Yeah, that's probably. I assume
works.
that's where he got they came upon him for the job.
Yeah,
It
could have
is,
been.
yeah. What the internet told me.
He was a big star. He was a rising star too. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that he was he huge. He wasn't huge by Indiana Jones: Last Crusade, though. I wouldn't
He
say.
was no. I wouldn't say he was huge, but he was definitely on his way. Like he was one of the names to watch.
Yeah, I'm like actually like looking through his film because I just had in my mind that he was like this huge star, and I'm looking through his filmography and it's like there's only a couple of big movies. actually.
Yeah, he was just
It's like
starting.
it's like this, Mosquito Coast, and Sneakers, and then nothing
Stand By
else
Me.
really. Oh well, Stand by Me, yeah.
Stand by Me was the big one.
Stand by Me is the
Yeah.
big one, yeah.
Definitely, it would have been if you had a poster on his wall. He would have been. He was the type of person that like a girl or a boy would have on their wall,
Oh yeah.
like a teen idol, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't always matter the movies they're in. It matters that they're famous and pretty. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. He was famous, he was pretty, but more importantly, he could act.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is excellent in this.
Oh,
I
he's
love it.
great in this. He's great in My Private Idaho. He's great in Explorers. Like,
Never seen
he's done great stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I've only seen of all this stuff, I've only seen this and Stand by Me and Sneakers, and that's it.
Oh, Sneakers is so good too.
Yeah,
But you got to say, I really want the backstory of the adventure that led him to that boat in the beginning of this movie. I want the rest of that.
yeah. That's like a whole other movie we don't get to see.
Right. It's so great that we always get to see the end of an adventure, just like
Right.
James. And it always leaves you like wanting to fill it in naps, and that's the power of your imagination. You're like, what did he do? How did he get there? Who was the guy in the Panama hat? The guy with the white suit or whatever.
Yes, we don't ever get to find that out.
Yeah. He's like the sub villain. He's like the first villain or whatever.
It's funny because like on IMDb, his character is named Panama Hat,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
just like
the
leader is Fedora.
Fedora, yeah, Panama Hat and Fedora.
Oh, and Ken, do you have a plot summary for this?
I do. All right. America's favorite ladyman / grave robber is back for a new adventure. And this one is remarkably similar to the first one, actually. Indiana Jones is once again fighting the Nazis over a religious trinket, but it's different this time because Sala and Marcus Brody they were in the first one too. Okay, well, what about Indy's dad, huh? And if you thought Indy was grumpy, oh boy. Thrilled to the globe-trotting race against time as Junior and Senior proves that Nazis suck, reading books is cool, and sometimes you gotta destroy a historical landmark to find a dead guy. In this, the first in a series of 2 movies about how popular Harrison Ford characters get their name.
Excellent.
Oh,
Hey, I still keep it alive. Every movie episode, Ken, I work in a plot. Might not always be as good as yours. Well, usually never good as yours, but I work in it.
That was excellent.
Sometimes.
Just glad to be able to contribute. I did find it funny though that they spent so much time talking like in the beginning about how like Indy got his scar and how he got his whip and then how he got his name at the end. And I was like, is this just Solo?
Damn it, you took the joke from me.
You know what though? We hadn't seen a lot of that back then. So when this first came out, we're like, oh,
right.
it was novel.
It was.
Also,
Oh God, it was so fun too.
it gets done within the first 10 minutes, whereas the whole movie of Solo, you're like, oh, here's how we got your name. Here's how your vest. Here's your blaster. Here's all your stuff.
Yeah, and at least this
wasn't
fun.
It wasn't overdoing it. Where Solo overdid it, even though I do like that movie. It's not a good movie, but I like that movie.
Yeah, I found things to like about it.
Still
It had some good stuff.
It really is weird though, because watching it this time, I realized that like I said in my thing, it really is similar to the first movie,
Yeah.
and it got me thinking: are the only good Indiana Jones movies with Nazis?
Yes.
Because Crystal Skull's fighting against the Russians.
Right.
There are Nazis in the new one.
It's
Yeah,
the only
but
person
decent,
in the
right?
Brown Justice.
I've
is-
heard decent.
It's well, not to get into it too much, but it's decent. In my opinion, it's decent. It's not. It doesn't have the magic of the first 3, though. I mean, nothing can have that magic.
No, I mean this is a really good trilogy, even though like the second one doesn't feel like it's part of the trilogy, because this one is a direct sequel essentially. Like he's dealing with the same people in a different event, or the same villain, not the same people. Well, one of the same people, Hitler. At least that
Same
you don't
group.
see him in the first movie.
Right. Right.
He's involved in his history.
That's one thing I do like about these movies is that they don't dwell on previous movies. Like I said, the mention about the arc's like the only direct reference to that first movie. Whereas I think a lot of franchises, they have like characters show up and they talk about the dark times they did in the past and stuff. And it's like, we don't need that in Indiana Jones.
You don't need to know the previous 2 movies to enjoy this one. I mean, you get enough context of who he is.
Right.
I mean, it helps if you know more, but if you don't know anything, you figure out he's a professor, and then you figure out, and then you also see that he apparently goes on the Portuguese coast and skips school and doesn't go to work for a while. And yeah,
He's on sabbatical, Mike, or it's summer vacation. You know.
Oh, is that because I was wondering because he come back and they're all like, "It's Andy," and they're all like, "Professor, Professor," and I'm like, "Man, you're a bad teacher."
And he's got term papers to grade too, so like something happened.
Yeah, it's fun. I like and you know, and I'm an adjunct professor, but I love the idea of that he has to be a professor because that's the only way for him to be able to do this work and support himself. But he doesn't actually want to be doing that. He just wants to be out grave robbing and stuff, putting things in museums.
That's the life.
So, and as we were watching,
he's got a secretary.
I want to say, like, this movie also follows the very true trope that billionaires are evil people.
Yeah.
I give him props. We even knew that in '89 too. Well, with Walter Donovan, like, you know, you can tell that guy is fucking filthy rich.
Right.
Yeah.
And he is just
and he's
so evil.
Yeah.
He's like clearly evil. Like as soon as you see him, like even as a kid, I'm like, no, yeah, that guy's evil. Clearly bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like his cut, G. No. Something about him is wrong.
Yeah.
He's definitely the least flashy Indiana Jones villain. Like he has the least flair. He's just kind of like a douchebag.
Yeah. In a way, aren't those worse?
Yeah.
Those are
He's
the
just like an
everyday
evil.
villains.
Yeah. He's a traitor. He's working with the Nazis. I mean, that makes him. He's just so despicable.
Would that make him a traitor or a patriot in 2025?
Well, in 1938, before the war, you know.
I mean,
yeah.
When did they declare war? Is it 40 or 41?
41.
Okay.
Yeah, and the war didn't
41.
start until 39. So
okay, I knew the war hadn't started yet, based on like, not even, I couldn't remember the exact year, but I could tell based on like where things were happening.
Yeah, I mean, by 38, they had already invaded Austria and Czechoslovakia. They were bankrolling Franco's regime in Spain, Franco's army in Spain, the civil war there. So they were doing stuff, but we were just kind of like doing our own thing and trying to stay out of it at that point.
Yeah.
Until their dumbass declared war on us. But that's a whole nother thing. But I do like how this takes place right before the war. I think that's interesting. Like you already have Austria and like because remember he liberated Austria, because the Germans were being mistreated supposedly.
Well, and a lot of people in Austria were pretty happy about it. So
I know at first.
That's one of the things. If you ever watch The Sound of Music when the Nazis march through, and that is based on a real event, but in the movie they're all sad and stuff. In real life, they were like cheering and throwing flowers at the Nazis' feet in that town. Yeah.
Because I have problems, I've actually found randomly, I think it was on Max, there was a documentary called The Rise of the Third Reich and the Fall of the Third Reich, which is all based on footage from Germany at those times. Really fucking good. And when they marched into Austria, they're all cheering. And one like quote from like a young girl, she's like, "Where did all these flags come from?" I'm like, good point. I was wondering.
Where did all these flags come from?
And she's like, when did they have time to sew all these? Like, why did they make all these? But yes, they were cheering at first. Again, so were we. So, not me, but or any of us, but some people were cheering. I remember.
Definitely.
So,
I was just gonna say there definitely were Americans, some very wealthy people who supported the Nazis, like Henry Ford.
Yeah. Henry Ford, big one.
Yeah. So Donovan wouldn't be exactly out of place. If he was a rich guy, he more than likely was supported Nazi Germany at the time. So
yeah, exactly.
Lindbergh did too.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work out too well for him though. His reputation got slashed because of that, right? Or remember it was Lindbergh?
Yeah. I don't know. He was still basically considered a hero. They just kind of were like, just don't talk about it. They're like, Charles Lindbergh, just don't say anything anymore.
Right, exactly.
And nobody said that to Kanye. Wild.
No, maybe people did. You don't listen to anybody.
If Twitter was around in the 1930s, oh man, we would have got so many people canceled for their viewpoints, I think.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, this movie being such a like son-father story, I think also, lends itself better to it. Like the whole reason he even goes on this quest is because they tell him that his father is missing. Because when the guy asks him, he's like, I don't want to do this. Like, talk to my dad. I'm not interested until they tell him he's missing.
In the shittiest way, too. You need to talk to my father. We did. He's the one that disappeared. Man, fuck you, Walter Donovan.
Yeah.
Like I really do like, because I didn't catch this right away, but I watched this movie twice for this episode. When they go to his house, and they find like, the mail, today's mail. Like right there is a real big clue that, somebody's looking for something.
Yeah.
I like that little touch. And that's when he remembers he has the book that he sent to the college and not, to get it away. I also was surprised they live in the same city. That kind of surprised me because they seem very different.
It doesn't say. I think there's still. It doesn't exactly. It's not exactly clear where Indiana Jones's university is, but it seems like it's the East Coast somewhere.
Yeah, it has that
So
feel.
maybe if he lives in he could live in a different state in New England, but maybe Indy drove there. Maybe it took 30 minutes or something, or took a train or something.
I forget how the East Coast you can travel from state to state pretty quick.
Yeah,
Like an hour, 2 hours.
maybe he moved there. It's interesting. I think in the backstory they say that Henry Jones was from Scotland. I think he was an immigrant. And he was born there and he moved to America. I think.
So according to the Indiana Jones wiki, he teaches at Marshall College in Bedford, Connecticut.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Maybe Indy bought him a house, be like, all right, I'll do something for you, and you can live out on the East Coast with me or something.
Yeah, something.
I'm sure he made money. Well, I mean, he was rich, kind of. Like, if you ever watch Young Indiana Jones, even though, that was created later, he had money and traveled the world. So
he was well-to-do, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good show, by the way. Which is not on any streaming service anymore, I don't think.
No, it is
Yeah,
not.
it used to be on Disney, didn't it?
Yeah, they got rid of it.
Interesting.
They couldn't afford the licensing fees,
Yeah.
for Disney. Might go broke.
Whatever. No, see, there may actually be something with that because I think Indiana Jones has pretty much always been a split Paramount Disney thing or a Paramount Lucasfilm. So there may actually be something to that with the.
They were licensing it because of the fifth movie, but Paramount also didn't bring Young Indiana Jones either. I've never finished that series. I've tried, but I can never get through all of it.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
It's tough. Well, the young stuff is a little boring. I've never gotten past the kid stuff into the Sean Patrick Flannery ones. So I watch them in order. I've done it twice, and both times I failed.
Are they on Disney Plus? Is that what you were saying?
Not anymore. They were.
No, they took them off. That's weird.
Just
I think also
the shitification of this country.
Yeah.
I also think the fact that it's in Venice also made me feel like it's a Bond movie because I feel like I've seen Bond movies in Venice more than once.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With Sean Connery.
I think Moonraker was in Venice.
Yeah.
I think there's chasing the gondolas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. Moonraker has the gondola thing in Venice. There's From Russia with Love and Casino Royale also.
There you go.
Oh, Russia with Love was fucking good.
Yeah, that was my.
Yeah,
I think that was. No, that wasn't my. I was gonna say that was my favorite when I was a kid, but it wasn't. It was The Spy Who Loved Me was my favorite when I was a kid. I was super into Bond when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Not as much as an adult, but as a kid, I was really into them.
Also, little touch I never realized until the second time I was watching this movie today. Elsa has blue eyes and blonde hair. I caught the blonde hair.
Yeah.
I never caught the blue eyes before. I was like, ah.
Oh yeah, she has gorgeous blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was like, nice touch, movie. Nice touch.
I was looking at a thing where they were showing another actress that almost got the part, and it's also blonde hair, blue eyed. That's clearly was part of a major part of the casting decision there.
Yeah.
Well, I heard the Hitler guy had a type.
But it's a good touch to put in this film to have that because it's kind of showing it's shoving it in your face she's not who you think she is.
Yeah.
I think at this point, Indiana Jones would just be wary of Germans studying religious and or occult objects.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
it never
she
ends
is,
well.
so she says she's Austrian, if I recall.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's close enough geographically.
Yeah.
And at that time, close enough.
The actress is actually Irish.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duty, it's a very...
But she
Definitely.
pulls it off. She
Yeah.
feels German, and she feels like she could have been someone in the 1930s. She pulls off that character.
Her fashion is... Yeah, they have a good... They costume her very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very well. I was like, man, I was... That was a sexual awakening for me as a young boy watching this movie.
Fair.
She is so gorgeous.
She is. I don't remember mine, but I don't think it was this movie yet. But no, I do like her a lot in this. She is gorgeous. I also like when she becomes evil too for some reason. But hey, I have a type too. I realize.
I was about to say it's not some reason any listeners are not surprised.
No. And she has the black boots on, it starts going towards that for me, so it works. But no, I mean, well, Marcus makes that, not Marcus, but the villain, Donovan, he says to him in the car, don't trust anybody. And he was 100% right. Don't trust anybody.
It's like, I told you, don't trust anybody. You should have listened.
Yeah, and again,
right out the gate, he does.
In the snarkiest way, too.
Yeah.
Because he didn't take my advice. I told you not to trust anyone. God damn it, I hate you.
He didn't count on Dr. Schneider being a woman. Isn't that the bit where they hear a doctor? It's like, look for Dr. Schneider. It's like, oh, it's a woman doctor.
I mean,
So he may not have trusted anyone, but if a pretty lady comes into his eyes, he's gonna let his defenses down.
He doesn't fully trust her though. Like, right? He hides the Grail diary and doesn't tell her where it's at
until after he sleeps with her.
Well,
okay.
Oh wait,
well, even then he takes the map out and sends it away with Marcus. Like, he's always hedging his bets.
Yeah. But
to be fair, what she does is very much like like honeypot for a spy.
Right.
Sure.
So I also watched a bunch of spy documentaries too before because I'm fascinated by all this type of stuff. So I was like, yep, that's fair. Oh god, their part when they start making out when he's like, I don't like fast women. She's like, I don't like arrogant assholes. I'm like, this is great. They're both right.
Just say assholes. Right. We're PG.
Yeah.
Are we PG-13?
We're PG-13. No, yeah.
We're PG-13. They could have said asshole.
Movie. Yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't it Temple? I thought Temple of Doom that made PG-13, or was it this one?
No,
it was one of the first PG-13.
No, it caused the reaction was such that they were like, we got to get a new rating for these movies. So
okay, yeah, that's what it was. I knew we talked about it, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was Red Dawn.
I believe that was the first one. Yeah,
that helped.
Yeah, it's Red Dawn and then Temple of Doom and then Gremlins. But they may have created it for Indian Temple of Doom and then it was Red Dawn came out first. Yeah, that is what it is. Yep. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I like that. And she's like biting and his earlobe and pulling on it, and I'm like, that looks painful.
But it fits what she
can do it
too, because she's technically evil. Not technically, so
she's morally compromised.
Indy likes a little bit rough anyway, so
yeah, definitely. She knows what he likes.
She's not morally compromised. She's evil. You throw your lot in with Nazis, you're evil. Plain and simple, no deviation.
Yeah.
But Ken, there were good guys on both sides.
Eat shit. There were not.
What do you mean? You act like just because the guy rode his car and killed someone doesn't make him a bad guy?
Yeah, it does. It's a horrible piece of shit. I'd light him on fire, but I'm not there.
I like to make that joke because that was a clear sign of what was to come when someone made that comment, and someone was like, Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
Should be done with them. I don't know why we're dealing with them now.
I don't know either. Like, I don't get it. I don't like. Why do we think this was a good idea?
Well, it's because nostalgia is a curse. People have nostalgia for the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a pendulum swing as things progress. Then people don't like progress.
Yeah.
I don't understand when it became not cool to punch Nazis in the face, but whatever.
I think it's still pretty cool. Yeah.
You have my vote. You have my blessing.
It's like when I teach my students about John Brown and the Civil War, I'm like, killing slave owners and Nazis is a victimless crime. And I get a gasp. I get a chorus of gasp from a room full of teenagers. I say what I said.
Good to see. Oh, good to see the woke professors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so much for the tolerant left.
One of the first humor scenes in this movie that really sets it apart from the other two. I mean, the other two had humor, but this one has more. Like when he's breaking into the library and he times it where the guy is doing the stamps.
Yes, I love it.
So stupid. But
I love that scene so much.
And the guy and after the third time, he looks at his stamp like, what?
Yeah.
What could be?
Yeah, that was a good bit.
That is solid gold right there. I love it.
And it's a great D&D mystery riddle,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a riddle that you would have in a good D&D campaign of the looking for the numbers.
Understand is why he has to go up to the second floor to see what is very clearly an X from the ground floor.
He just wants to get the perspective. It's so that we can see it.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
Both of
It's
you.
more dramatic that way. I know what you mean.
Same thing. I was like, you can't see this from the ground, you idiot. It's not that.
Well, he does. He does see it. He just is confirming.
He has a flair for dramatic. He wants to go up the staircase.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a good spiral staircase.
He's got to be in his 40s or 30s at this point. I mean, you're getting too old to want to run up the stairs for no reason.
This is only 2 years after Raiders, Mike. He's probably 30.
Yeah, he's 30. Yeah, I think he's supposed to be pretty young. Though he's only 12 years younger than Sean Connery.
Right.
That is so wild.
You'd be surprised how often that happens. Maybe not. I always see that. And if you see an actor playing somebody's mother or father, just look up the birth dates. You're like, oh, it's usually 12 years or 15 years difference or whatever.
Yeah.
But hey, they wanted Sean Connery because he was James Bond.
Yeah. I mean, it worked. I think he made this movie so much better because their chemistry is great,
Yeah.
bouncing off each other. I also really like that cult. Is cult the right word? The Protectors?
No,
Yeah,
the
it's
Knights of the
Brotherhood.
Cruciform. It's a brotherhood of knights. That's the Knights of the Cruciform Sword.
Yeah.
Cult.
wouldn't that
How
make him a
dare
cult?
you?
No,
Fair enough.
they're holy knight. They're paladin. What they are is they're paladins. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that is all. Dox myself. That's what my tattoo on my chest is that I have that where they have it. Only mine's a little different.
Unless people find you and start ripping your shirt open. So
Yeah.
All right, look, I'm going to make it real simple here. If somebody doesn't contribute positively to a society, that's a cult. If somebody contributes positively to society, they're a brotherhood or a club. Like there's different names for the same things. It's all social.
I like the idea of that they're paladins. They're holy knights with a holy vow. All they're missing is, lay hands, cure wounds.
I mean, they do have lay on hands. It's just lay hands on guns.
Yeah.
It
It's
reminds me of the movie.
I am a big fan of, and this is like a trope in some media of like medieval knight brotherhood in the present day. So they use guns instead of swords.
Yeah.
In that, I was thinking of like an analog to this is the Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
And you have that group that's dedicated to preventing people from finding Hymenoptera, and they're the descendants of the Pharaoh's bodyguards that put the same Imhotep in the tomb in the first place.
Yeah.
So then, like 4,000 years later, they're still around. Only now he's got like a freaking machine gun when he pulled off the back of that biplane. Yeah, same energy to me as these guys with their guns.
1930s. Yeah, there's something about the 30s that worked good for a film.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 30s were in...
Everything was better, but it just feels like everything was better. Visually.
We had a better president.
Visually. Almost everything was worse, but things were better visually.
Yeah. It was a decade it was the Great Depression, and it was the decade right before the gigantic war that killed millions. But it looked really snazzy.
Yeah, they had those cars and everybody dressed nice.
They dressed nice at the airport, you think? But that's very important,
Yeah. There's a weird period in like the 80s and 90s when the 30s were in, I think because of Indiana Jones and like Batman. So they made like The Phantom and The Rocketeer and like The Shadow and all these 30s movies.
Well, what I think it is you have these kids like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg who grew up watching serials in the 50s based on the 30s.
Right.
And then they're writing this stuff in the, so it's also why we have so much stuff set in the 50s and the 80s and 90s with, the 50s, and we have stuff like Happy Days and American Graffiti and stuff like that also.
Right.
It's nostalgia for their childhood and nostalgia for the things they watched in their childhood.
Yeah.
And that's why we're getting the 90s now.
And
that's why we're getting the 90s now. Exactly.
Down our throats.
All the stuff with the boat scene in this movie, that's what feels like a Bond movie. It doesn't really feel like it belongs.
It does.
Here.
I mean, it looks very similar to, it looks way better, but if you look at, we were talking about Moonraker earlier, the gondola scene in Moonraker, it has a very similar look to it.
Yeah.
Only this is done better. It feels like a higher budget, and
Moonraker's not good.
Yeah, Moonraker's I like Moonraker, but
I like it too, but it's not a good movie.
Well, no, I don't think any of the. I honestly, I love the Bond movies, but I think they're all very corny up until maybe, I don't know. I'd say maybe excluding Casino Royale. They're all very corny.
Some are really. I don't know. Goldfinger's probably really corny too. I just love Goldfinger, but
yeah, but yes, Moonraker is when they were in there, just like where this is just a comedy basically phase. Mm-hmm. But still, that gondola chase scene in Moonraker has. It's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same boat, the same one, pretty much.
And because all the stuff with the castle. So I was watching a YouTube video that's like 10 things you didn't know about Indiana Jones, and I guess originally Lucas wanted to make a movie about ghosts in the castle, and that's partly where that castle comes from in the script. For some reason, that's what he thought was a good idea.
God, you just cannot trust George Lucas at all. For 5 minutes, you can't leave him alone.
No, you really can't. You can't leave him alone. Not at all.
What do you mean? He made a movie about taxes. Kids love movies about taxes.
Look.
That's part of the problem.
I'm not defending him one bit. I'm actually condemning him. No one should leave him alone with anything.
So, by the way, I just wanted to double check myself on the Moonraker gondola scene. And James Bond is in like a souped up gondola, but the person chasing him is in one of these like exact speedboats with just a different paint job.
I
So
knew it looked familiar. I knew I remembered that boat.
It's pretty much like the exact same boat. But yeah, the one James Bond is in is just a gondola that's been souped up with some sort of like, it's like a hovercraft. Yeah, it's got an engine, but it's also got like a flotation device thing below it, I think. Because then he drives it through the square.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
that's what it.
Yeah, very silly.
Then a pigeon does a double take. Yeah.
Yes, that's when the pigeon does the double take. Yes. Well, what?
You'll have
The
to.
castle stuff is also really good. Like the whole part where he comes in is more comedy, where he's like the guy's like,
We are
"You're a
here to
Scottish
see
lord, I'm Mickey Mouse."
Top trees. How rude.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
He puts on a Scottish
Yes.
accent for no reason other than just, I assume, just to be funny.
It's I
Bad
mean,
accent.
it's Bugs Bunny shit.
Right.
And
it is.
one of the things I love about these movies is how much they film like on location in places. Even though like this is not a movie made in a soundstage. And that
Some of it is. Some of it is, but for the most part, it's, I mean, yeah, like the stuff inside the castle surely is, but I mean, there's so much of it that today they would just, just CG it. They'll, we'll just have them in one of those the volume, things.
Ugh.
But there's something about it when they pull up to this actual castle, this actual German castle. It's a Burresheim Castle or Bursheim Castle in.
See, I got a theory about this. I feel like movies aren't doing this nowadays, obviously for money, but
right.
I feel like people don't care as much about them because they know it's not being filmed on location. The love isn't there with the craft anymore. In this movie, this is a love letter front to back.
Yes.
Right? Oh yeah.
Like that's the thing is like we can make fun of George Lucas for his dumb ideas and what he did to the Star Wars trilogy, to the legacy of Star Wars and all that, but he cared about making movies. Like he put care, like love into these movies, and he was a good filmmaker.
He just needs other people to tell him when he's wrong, and he can make some really good stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I said Lucas. I know Steven Spielberg directed it, but I feel like Lucas has got his hand heavily on the wheel. As well, right? Yeah. And there is definitely a step up when you go from a Lucas directed film to a Spielberg directed film. Right. But I still think both of them, they put so much love and care into everything they make, even if it isn't always a winner necessarily. Which I don't know how many duds Spielberg has.
He's got a few.
He's got a few. I was thinking like, I was trying to think of like, all right, what's a Spielberg movie that he directed specifically that I don't like? And I'm like, well, and I'm looking, I'm like, what is what? I'm like, AI? Yeah, I didn't care for AI.
And that's more Kubrick than Spielberg, though.
Right.
That's
exactly.
A Kubrick movie?
I think if you've seen, he has done.
Kubrick dead by then?
No, that he was, but it was he originated the story for AI. He wanted to do it. It was very interesting. He actually wanted like an actual robot to play the kid and stuff, and he couldn't do that because of technology. It was very weird, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm actually looking, and there's a ton of Spielberg movies I haven't seen. So
he does have some duds. I think 1941 is a dud for me.
I mean, there's Kingdom of the Crystal Skull also.
Yes.
He directed that garbage?
Yeah. There's Ready Player One.
Yeah, Ready Player. So the problem with Ready Player One is that it's based off of the worst book ever written. So like, I can't imagine how you could, even a great director, how would they make that into a good movie? I can't imagine.
I thought the book wasn't that bad, but the movie was weaponized nostalgia.
No, I've actually not seen the movie, so
I haven't.
But
either.
I have attempted to read the book, and Anyway,
he's made some duds. He's not one of them. Like this is.
But I mean, I'm just looking like when I was a kid. I mean, there's obviously there's E.T. There's freaking Hook and Jurassic Park. Obviously, Schindler's List. Amistad, Saving Private Ryan. It's just like mostly bangers. And and to get back to the movie, he put so much. He and Lucas both like really have like a love for filmmaking that shows in every shot of this movie. So
100% agree. Yeah.
Twilight Zone the movie. I didn't know he did that.
He did the part with Shatner, I believe. Right?
I think so.
The gremlin on the wing or whatever.
Yeah, Nightmare
Okay.
at 40,000 feet or something.
Yeah, Nightmare at 40,000 feet. Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
movie from what I've
He
seen.
did
It once.
not do the Vietnam story, thankfully.
That's a whole nother can of
I'll
worms.
say he didn't murder 2 children to make an innocent person.
Hey, 2 children and Vic Morrow.
Right. Right. Sorry.
I haven't seen it in a while. I just know I saw it once and I remember liking it.
No, it's the way we're talking about that two child actors and an adult actor were killed through
Oh.
recklessness by the director.
Never mind. I thought you were talking about one of the shorts in there.
Yeah,
No, I'm trying to remember the name of the but it's a different director. What was the name of the director? It's
John
John-
Landis.
John. Yeah, that's what I say. I know his son is also a director. Yeah.
Yeah, Max Landis.
Max.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I'll be damned.
It's a very big Hollywood scandal that
Yeah.
it was successfully negated by the Hollywood establishment, but still. Anyway,
That
Yeah.
happens.
right.
But anyway, I feel like this movie, it just like, there's only, to me, maybe one scene in the whole movie that doesn't look very well shot. And it's when they're in his dad's apartment. That's like, the lighting is not great. And I've always, that shot always felt like it was it felt like a late addition to me. I don't know about you guys if you agree, but it feels like it was maybe done like, it's like, oh, we need something here. We need to like explain, like we need him to go in and see that his dad's house has been like ransacked, and we need him to, that the diary's not there because it's been mailed to him. We need to explain that his dad mailed him the diary. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it doesn't. Otherwise, every scene in the movie just feels like this. I mean, just beautifully shot set piece almost. But I don't know. It might just be the location.
No. It kind of does reek of reshoots. Not gonna lie. No, that actually makes sense. All right, I can dig it.
Just a theory I've had.
It would also make sense to do reshoots at that point because, like, it could have been like, well, hey, we're missing something here.
Yeah, they do stuff like that all the time, and it sometimes also gets kicked down to a second unit director.
I didn't notice anything the 2 times I watched it, but I don't have the same eye.
Not yet. You're getting there.
I've gotten better, but I don't have the same eye for some things.
You'll get there.
Well, and I'm no expert on it either. I was trying to see who was second unit on this. I know the DP is Douglas Slocum, who did Raiders.
Yeah, he's
Also-
a big name.
Oh, and Temple of Doom also. Yeah, he was DP on Temple of Doom also. Okay.
The first time you see the Nazis is minute 46 in this movie. That's when you first realize the Nazis are the villain.
Yeah, I was gonna say they give the Brotherhood of the Cruciform Sword as the red herring villain. You're like,
Yeah.
if you haven't seen this movie 100 times, if you're watching it for the first time in 1989, you're like, oh, I bet those Brotherhood is going to be the bad guys because they don't mention Nazis at all. Yeah,
No,
They don't,
Not
and I guess
those
it's what
capsules.
seems like if you're coming from it as like a Raiders fan, then you're like, well, the Nazis will have to be here, right? But then maybe you're not because they weren't in Temple of Doom. So maybe you're
Right.
thinking, who are the bad guys going to be in this one? Oh, it's going to be these guys. I can't put myself in the mindset because I've seen it so many times. I'm like, when did I know?
same. I know what this movie is. I can't even think about like, was it, am I confused? Because I was quoting the movie to my wife. Like, this is just not, I can't, I'm too far removed to do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely it was a red herring. Definitely they wanted you to think it was going to be somebody else. And that's supposed to be like, oh shit, this is even bigger than we thought.
Yeah, but when
Right.
you let them off at the pier, you're like, oh, okay, maybe they're not. So I guess then
Right.
you're just waiting for the other, Hugo Boss boot to drop.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But you still don't know it would be Nazis. It could have been something else, but it is 1938, so who makes it better?
Yeah. It's 1938. They're in Europe. They're going to a castle
Right.
on the German border.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, he tells him. Kazim tells him when he drops him off at the dock. He says, "Your father's being held." But no, he doesn't say by whom, does he? He just says,
He doesn't say
"Your father's
Nazis,
being
he says
held."
in a castle.
He says, "Your father's in a castle on the German border."
yeah.
That's what he tells him.
And
So
at that
the
point,
first-
you're like, well, who else could it be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which the castle, by the way, is nowhere near the German border.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's
Just, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, in
That's
real
funny,
life, it's like
A little
northern
bit.
Germany.
Yeah, it's a little cheating, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
things that are cheating a little bit.
I applaud them for having it actually be a German castle actually in Germany.
Yeah.
it is cool.
And I was incorrect. It's Western Germany, not Northern Germany. But,
Oh.
yeah.
Tomato, tomato. Close enough. The fact that like we first see Sean Connery's character in here when they first interact as an adult, like when he breaks the vase, he's like, "I'll never forgive myself." He's like, "It's okay. Ah, it's a fake," and you realize he doesn't give a shit about Indy. He's concerned about the vase. He's like, broke up Chinese,
Right, yeah.
Ming Dynasty.
Yeah.
It's like hilarious because he really doesn't show a lot of love for him, and I mean, till really the end of the movie when he almost dies. The rest of it,
Well, you know,
he doesn't-
he's a gruff 1930s dad or 1920s dad, 19 teens dad. You know, I can imagine it. My dad was my dad was born in 33. So, you know, my dad grew up in the Great Depression, and he definitely did not show he did not outwardly express emotion very much.
Well, he's even older. He was from the 1800s. So,
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
he would be like,
yeah.
do not show affection to your child. It's in the parent manual at the time. Yeah.
Yes, it will make them weak and soft.
Right.
Yeah. He thought he was a pretty good dad. He never bothered him. He didn't tell him to wash up or to do his homework.
Right.
Like, I gave you your privacy. Like, a little different there.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. And he calls him Junior, and Indiana responds, "Yes, sir." And
I love it. Or he says he defaults back to that. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like perfect. Like it's so ingrained in him that he goes right back. Yeah.
Such a good touch.
Yeah.
I do love the part though when they're like, he's like, "You don't have the book, right? Right?" He's like, "You're not that stupid."
Classic. I should have mailed it to the Marx Brothers.
That's one of the best lines in this movie. I don't care.
The Marx Brothers, are they talking about
Marx Brothers
communist stuff?
No, it's entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Groucho
Marx
Marx
Brothers,
Zeppo.
You know, Groucho, Harpo. What's the other one?
Chico.
Chico.
Chico
a few of
Zeppo.
them.
There you go. There's 4 of them. Yeah.
Big in the 1930s, he would have
Yeah.
gotten it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you watch the book burning scene, you do see an appearance from Das Kapital, which is
Yes.
Karl Marx's book. So very nice.
I really do love the part though when Sean Connery tells him, "Don't," he's not going to shoot her. She's one of them. I love that because he doesn't tell him why he knows, which is what he should have done right away. Be like, "This is why I know," so he trusts him instead of just saying like, "No, she's one of them."
It wouldn't be proper for him to say that.
Look, even nowadays that wouldn't be proper. If your son slept with the same woman you did,
he didn't know though.
Okay, even if not, even if you're a father, are you going to tell your son about your sex life? Are you going to be in the mall and be like, "Hey, see that chick? Nailed her." No.
My father
You're not
would
going to do that, even if she's being held at gunpoint.
Your father is
My
different.
father would. I've heard his sex life, unfortunately. I didn't ask for it, but I've heard about it. So yeah. I would hear it just fine. But yes, that's probably, 1 out of a million or so.
I just love it though. She talks in her sleep, and then the look he gives him, and he just raises his eyebrows, like, huh? What can I say? Ships in the night.
I really love it. Like that whole scene when they're tied to the chair and everything with that, and like when she said, "This is how we say goodbye in Austria," she kisses him, and she's like, "The night was wonderful." He's like, "Thank you, I thought so." And he's like, "Oh, you're not talking to me."
No, and then Vogel walks up and goes, "And this is how we say goodnight in Germany," and punches him. And his dad's like, "I preferred the first way."
Yeah. There's so much good slapstick humor in this one.
It is so good. It is so
far
good.
more than any of the other ones. Like they definitely, and maybe it's Tom Stoppard, I think, the playwright who wrote it. He might have been injected. Touches, yeah.
Apparently, he did most of the junior, senior stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I don't think Spielberg or maybe whoever wrote it, Jeffrey Bohm is. I guess Spielberg didn't write it, but I feel like Tom Stoppard, he would want somebody who's good at like emotional stuff to write that kind of.
I mean, Spielberg, I'm sure he does alter scripts too. Like, look at Poltergeist.
Yeah,
all the stories surrounding that movie.
The director does. Oh, by the way, if you guys haven't seen The Fabelmans, you should watch it. It's Spielberg's autobiographical movie. Yeah.
Oh, I have not.
Yeah, about growing up with his family.
Right. Yeah. It'll give you some insight into why he is how he is.
Yeah, I've heard it's very good. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. He has a lot of family issues, and like his parents got divorced when he was really young, and so in a lot of his movies there'll be divorced parents or like couples falling apart.
No, that makes sense.
You can kind of tell why he makes the movies the way he does from this one. But yeah, anyway.
One of the jokes in here that gets me every time is when he talks about his friend Brody and how he's like, "You'll never find him. He's got 2 days head start," and
that's more than he needs.
I've heard the theory that I've heard it said that they've done Marcus Brody dirty, because in the first movie, he's
was
pretty
not an
confident. He has
idiot.
no signs of being bumbling.
No, Marcus Brody was shrewd in the first movie.
Right.
And
Yeah,
then this one
well,
is just
he's
like,
gotten- I was going to say he's gotten old, but it's only been 2 years.
I guess you can make the case, though, that he's out. He doesn't used to travel. He's not used to traveling. So he's like, maybe he's upset because
Yeah.
he's out of the United States.
He even used the line twice in this movie that he got lost in his own museum.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. Like, does anyone here speak English or perhaps ancient Greek?
Right.
And
No
someone-
water for me. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, no, thank you, sir. No, the fish make love in it.
Yeah.
I wonder why they went for the whole like bumbling idiot.
I think
Oh,
because
it's comedy.
more fun.
Yeah.
well, here's the thing. You already have one distinguished gentleman, Sean Connery. If you had two you need comedy relief. So I think they just wanted somebody to be a bumble. And they didn't want Sean Connery to be bumbling. Because he does a little bit, but he's not at Marcus Brody levels. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not even close.
Yeah.
And you can't have John Rhys Davies do it because he's just too lovable.
He's like 6'7"
Yeah.
or whatever. You don't believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Like he would just look a fool bumbling.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he bumbles a little bit. He goes, he takes during their in the middle of a firefight when they need horses, he goes and gets some camels for his brother to reimburse him for his car.
Yeah, but he's looking out for his family. That's not bumbling.
Yeah.
Plus, going
It's-
through the
it's-
desert with camels, that's planned. That's a good thinking.
Or is it his brother-in-law's car? I forget.
Yeah.
His brother-in-law's car.
I mean, he probably does owe him. His car just got hit by a tank round.
Yeah.
You know, and cars aren't cheap. I doubt cars were cheap then either. So especially with his early cars.
No.
I'm sure they're more expensive than they are now.
Well, it kind of varied and depended in where you're at and everything. Like they were actually really cheap, but it kind of depends on the car also.
Yeah, they're supposed to be in Turkey. I don't know how commonplace cars were in Turkey in the 30s. I imagine they were pretty,
Right.
but yeah.
Exactly. The way that the Sultan of Turkey gives them all this stuff in exchange for a Rolls Royce.
Right.
But
It's like
a good Rolls Royce.
you shove tanks and da 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 da.
As a fun fact, they were in a place called the Republic of Haiti, which was a real country, a very short-lived country. It was around for like 2 years, and then
1 year.
Turkey,
Right.
Isn't it
or 1 year, yeah, maybe 1 year.
I didn't even know it
what's it
was
called?
real.
It was real, yeah, but it's now part of Turkey and Syria have split it. So, but it was a real country with like a sultan and all that stuff.
Republic of Haiti,
Yeah,
1938 to
Really?
1939.
That
So-
they managed to be around in just that time window to give the Nazis all that shit.
right, yeah,
Yeah, I love that. Like all the locations they use for that stuff too. So it's like the Palace of the Sultan. That's in. Gosh, where is that? It's. I know it's like a university somewhere, but I know it's not. I don't think it's in the Middle East. Maybe it is.
probably not. Yeah, I think they filmed that stuff in Spain, if I'm not mistaken.
I was just shocked.
Yeah, I know the tank chase is in Spain, and then I think it is the art school. It's in Almeria, Spain. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
And then of course the temple itself is in Jordan.
I think we skipped over when they go to
Oh
Berlin.
yeah, we skipped a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Sorry,
skipped
yeah,
over.
Much stuff.
skipped over. Yeah, we're all over the place. Sorry.
No, I just wanted to make sure we talk about it. Yeah.
Well,
don't
before we
worry,
get
I have to
to
say
Berlin, I want to talk. This movie has a lot of chase scenes. The motorcycle chase scene is so fun.
Oh.
It's so good. And the misdirection where he gets he sends the boat off first, and his dad like throws his bag and it throws him a bag, and he throws it back at him. He's like, "We're not taking the boat."
Yeah.
I love it. It's so so smart. It's so
And he's
good.
like, "What about the boat?" When it's still going off.
Yeah,
And
and they
just
bust
kills
out
me
of
that
they
if
bust out of the crate.
Yeah.
If they would have waited like 5 minutes, those Nazis would have been in the boat down the river.
Right.
Yeah, just gone. Yeah.
Kills me.
And the whole just like where he takes the flagpole, which he's able to
Right.
grab without tearing his shoulder out of socket, and then hits it in the front wheel of that motorcycle and causes it to go flying.
Right.
Oh, I love it all. They had an episode of Mythbusters where they tried to recreate that.
Well,
Yeah, which was fun.
It's a movie, but I get it. I don't.
Yeah, but
I want to
Yeah.
I want to compliment John Williams. I mean, you can't not compliment John Williams, but the music during the motorcycle chase is really good. It's called like Scherzo for Motorcycle Chase or something. And John Williams can do something where he can make a movie. He had like 5 distinctive themes that you really remember in it or something. Like he'd have multiple things in it that are really distinctive. And it's such a talent.
The
Because most
Nazis
movies don't even have,
in this one, it has like an element of the Empire theme. There's a little
Yeah,
bit
it
of it
does.
in there. which
For
makes
sure,
sense. It's a reference to them.
Well,
So
the scare stuff for the motorcycle chase also reminds me of Duel of the Fates a little bit. Not the beginning of it, but the
Yeah.
it has like a very similar feel to it.
I could see that for sure.
and
And there's
I know you
another
said,
theme I really. Oh, I'll just say there's another thing I really like, and it's like the kind of there's like a Grail theme. It's prominent at the very end, but it's kind of ominous and I
Right.
don't know. It works really well.
like I know you said like Sean Connery's not that bumbling, but as I'm rewatching this movie, like there's the lighter scene where he drops the lighter and lights the whole castle on fire. Like,
I mean, yeah, he's a little bit.
he
Yeah,
got some bumbling.
every character in this movie fucks up at some point. So
Yeah, everyone, and some of them more than one. Like Indy fucks up
Yeah.
a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
yeah, he does. That's kind of his thing. He's like, so he's not a great secret agent or whatever.
He's
He is-
fine.
He's a part-time professor. I mean,
Makes a lot of mistakes in this.
but that's good. I like you want your hero to make a lot of mistakes because
You got to identify with him.
I've always remembered liking the motorcycle stuff. It
Mhm.
was so good.
And there's a brief scene after that's done with that they bring up his mother, and they kind of mention in passing that his mother didn't understand, his obsession with or his wife didn't understand his obsession with the Grail, Henry Jones Sr.
Yeah, it almost sounds like she left them, but I think she died. Is what?
Yeah,
happened.
it's definitely.
That's what I got because she's like,
Yeah.
he was like, oh, she understood too well. She didn't even
Yeah.
tell me about her illness until the end.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So like, she didn't want to burden him with that information about being sick.
Yeah.
Which wild, but okay.
Yeah, it's rough.
Man, we really bummed this out real quick.
Well, we can.
Berlin.
Yeah, let's go to the book burning.
Oh, this scene is so good.
It really is.
Yeah, it really is. And the costumes are apparently actual like Nazi uniforms that were found like
That's cool.
basically like in storage. They were like in storage, so they're like actual ones.
That's really cool. I mean, they did it feels like they skipped a scene because all of a sudden they're at Berlin, they're at the book burning, and we don't get.
Oh, I love the
but we don't
transition
need it.
though. The transition where he wants to go to Austria, right? And there's a road sign. It's like Austria this way, Berlin that way, and he's staring at it, and you're hearing like the theme, and you're seeing it like slowly fades in on the flames and stuff as and the theme gets louder and the marching and all that. Oh, I love that. It's just such a good transition.
I feel like this movie more than others have more adventures off screen during the movie
Yes.
Yeah.
than any of the other ones because you don't find out how he got that military uniform.
Right.
You just accept that, all right, he has one. And
Well-
you know how he
Oh,
got
well, we
it.
see.
You
Like,
see it in a
Oh,
second.
we see him knock someone out. Yeah.
You see the
Yeah.
feet drag. I didn't catch it the first time I watched this.
Ah,
I caught it
Yeah.
the second time. You see about 2 or 3 seconds of a feet dragging as it's showing the cars, then then he walks out in the uniform.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It changed really quick though, really fucking fast. But yes,
Yeah. It's like a video game.
missed that.
Yeah.
But
It's like a video
you know,
game. He knocks them out and then equips their uniform.
that's just, you don't need it.
You're right. No,
Like-
it works better that way anyway.
Yeah. Like I didn't even notice the feet and I just assumed, oh, he probably just knocked somebody out and took their clothes.
You see like a Nazi officer standing there and you hear like the sound of like a blackjack hitting someone across the back of the head and you see him get dragged back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
And when they do the scene where they show the book burning, I got actually really excited because I was able to pick out who the real life people are supposed to be in Hitler's circle.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I watch a lot of documentaries. Okay, like it impressed me that they did it. That they actually have Himmler, Göring, Rudolf Hess. Like it doesn't. And Himmler's in when you look at like the cast stuff, he does show up on the X-ray for Prime. I guarantee that's Hess, even though they don't show it. But they look close enough to what the real life people look like. Himmler, I mean, he got the fucking stupid glasses. Göring, the fat guy in a blue coat. It wasn't hard for those two. But it was cool to me that they went for that accuracy because that's what it would have been in this real life event.
Yeah. Though the book burnings were done way earlier than this.
Oh.
Like they were done like right after the Nazis took power.
Yeah.
But yes.
It's the timeline of Indiana Jones movies. It's kind of like a vaguely alternate history or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and it works because you want to show the evil and banality of the Nazis, and you
Yeah.
also want there to be like a chance that the Grail diary is in trouble,
Sure.
right?
I'm sure that's
yeah.
how it came off. Like, oh, what if they almost burned the diary in the book burnings or whatever?
Right. And I love that he thinks he's caught, and then Hitler just
Right.
autographs it. It's so good.
I will say that's probably my second favorite depiction of Hitler in the media.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really good. It's like uncanny almost.
Mm-hmm. Well done.
I will confess that when those Hitler memes were popular, those YouTube ones, I did from the movie Downfall. I did make one where
Right.
I personally made one where he's like, he finds out that he had the diary in his hands the whole time.
That's awesome.
He gets really
That's
mad.
awesome.
They're like, Mein Führer, you had the diary in your hands. And anyway,
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Bruno Ganz and Downfall, number one
Yeah.
Hitler.
number one.
That's
This is,
weird to say.
This is Michael Sheard, who was an admiral in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, Admiral Ozzel. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's force choked. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yep.
And
The
I have to bring up
Yes.
the scene that I took a video of and sent to you guys in the chat and posted on TikTok. But it just, the fact that how, when he comes up to Elsa and she's like, I didn't burn the book. What do you, I stand more for the Grail than the swastika. I believe in the
Yeah,
Grail.
my loyalty is to I believe in the Grail, not the swastika.
But you
What does
stood
she
up,
say? What does he say? Yeah.
you stood up for the enemy of everything the Grail stands for. I don't give a damn what you think.
You stood up to be counted. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
You
Oh,
stood up to be counted with the enemy of everything that the Grail stands for. Who gives a damn what you think?
yeah. You do.
Good.
And then he chokes her ass, and he's like, "All I have to do is squeeze. All I have to do is scream." And I always watch that, and I was like, "Well, actually, if he squeezes, he probably can't scream." So,
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot going on, right next door.
There's like music playing. People are like out there having a fun party, burning books. I don't think anyone would hear her.
Oh, they even have the Brown Coach. The Brown Coach wouldn't have been around, I don't think, in 1938 still. Wait, were they still around? That's
I believe, yes.
Because they get... Oh, well, no. Ernest Roth would have already been murdered by now. And he's not in this. Ernest Roth was the leader of the Brown Coach that was also a gay man, and then they shot him.
You're talking like the SA, the brown shirts.
Yes.
Yeah, they would still have been around. I'm pretty
they
sure.
say around, they just weren't.
Well,
it wasn't the same.
so like their leader was murdered in the Night of the Long Knives.
Yes.
But I don't know that they, I don't know that they went away, but I could be wrong.
I thought they went away. I've watched way too many series because I'm fascinated by all this stuff.
Yeah, according to I'm looking it up. They were still operational right up till the end of the war.
Okay, because the uniform in this scene is those guys, and I caught that just now. I was like, oh yeah, that's that uniform. So that's all.
But yeah, they were very much like out of style by this point.
All the stuff with the blimp.
out of style.
All the stuff with the blimp is so fucking good too. I mean, that's one that's always stuck with me.
Zeppelin.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
They got rid of. Didn't Zeppelins go away shortly after this because that one lit on fire?
Hindenburg. Yeah. It was before in 1937 the Hindenburg exploded, and that ended everything. But I love it so much that they use it in this movie, even though it's not historically accurate. They would still be using it.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Like, when did they stop using the Zeppelins for commercial air travel?
It was the Hindenburg.
Really, with that,
that was
shut it all. They're like, shut it all down. Shut it all down.
I think the remaining ones in Germany were destroyed in the war. I'm pretty sure, like they were bombed because they were just sitting in a hangar or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the way to travel. Yeah.
I didn't know there's a deleted scene up here in the blimp.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know. That they cut out a whole scene where he was supposed to fight the guy from the first two movies, the one that the mechanic gets his propeller, then he also played one of the guards in the cave. He was supposed to be in here too, but then they cut the whole scene. They cut him out completely.
Yeah.
Kind of sad.
I remember reading because I had the comics of this, and that scene is in the comics where like there's another biplane and like he recognizes the Indian, he's chasing him or whatever, and he gets in the other biplane, but the other biplane falls off for some reason. So, but they cut that whole thing out of the movie. Yeah.
I didn't even know that existed, and I found out about the comic earlier today too, thanks to YouTube. Now I'm curious to read it just because.
You should read it. It has a bunch of things that weren't not in the movie. I think there were deleted scenes as well. So.
God, I love that scene. No ticket. He throws the guy out, everybody like, oh, here you go. Here's my ticket. Here's my ticket.
Yeah. I love the Zeppelin scene too. I love that it's archaic mode of travel, and I love that like they have a nice conversation and like the lounge.
It seems nice. Yeah, it seems like a nice way to go. A nice way to travel.
Yeah, it would take like 3 days. I think maybe not 3 days. I don't know how long it took, but you'd have like a berth or whatever, and you'd have like a place to sleep or whatever, and you can go to the bar. So
yeah, the little lounge looked nice. Like it's like kind of like a train.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I guess when, if you're going to become a giant fire balloon, people aren't as interested in riding on you, I guess. So.
Don't use hydrogen. Hydrogen is not good for doing that.
Yeah, It's not a good idea.
What do you mean? A flammable gas is not a good idea to be sitting under? What?
Yeah.
So, who would have thought?
No, they go in the biplane and they get into another chase, another dogfight with German planes.
And it's like
so good.
When he shoots his own tail. He's like, son, they got us.
Right.
I'm sorry.
And he says, like, fighters at, what does he say? Fighters at 2:00 or something? He says, and he looks at his watch and he says,
11 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's at 11 o'clock?
He has to explain it to him. I love it.
It's so much good slapstick. Like, just the jokes are just rapid fire in this movie. It's fun.
Yes. And then, yeah.
You know how to fly a plane? Fly? Yes. Land? No.
That's just Harrison Ford in real life.
Yeah. Where's the golf course?
It's like, I'm landing. I'm going to sort of land there.
Yeah. But yeah, I love everything. I love it all. I love so if we're on the biplane chase and they crash and they go and steal that car.
Right.
While the guy's changing the tire and the guy's like putting the hubcap back on and the car goes just driving off with him still holding the hubcap.
Yeah.
And
he says, like, they don't come any closer than that.
Say again?
He says, like, they don't come any closer than that. And then they.
Oh, yeah. And they're when they're going through the tunnel and the plane like flies into the tunnel and it's like on fire and skids by them. And the pilot is just like, what the fuck? He's just like, he's so dumbfounded. He's like looking down at the flames and looks over at them like, what? And then,
it's like the only thing missing is like a scene where somebody walks off a cliff and is still walking until they look down.
Right.
And then he blows up in flames too right after that. When you go through the tunnel, he just blows up.
And they drive through the wreckage.
Right.
Then, when they're on foot on the beach and the plane's coming back at them and Indy pulls out his pistol. Like, what the fuck is he going to do with his pistol? And it's empty.
Yeah.
He has no bullets in his pistol. And he's like, hopeless. And then his dad starts.
It's so dumb, but it's so great.
It's wonderful. Oh, I love it. I love it. He takes down a biplane with seagulls. It's wonderful. And then just kind of strolls by with let my army be the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky. Which, I did not know that wasn't a real Charlemagne quote, but that's okay.
I didn't either.
Yeah, that's so good.
I'm not even sure.
If the movie tells you, we trusted the movie makers.
I trusted Dr. Jones. Yeah. He said, I just remember my Charlemagne. I suddenly remember my Charlemagne.
Well, that just goes to show we can't trust Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Or anybody in Hollywood, really. Shame.
No.
Well, just don't be married to Sean Connery and you'll probably be fine.
Oh boy.
Oh, was he a cheater, I take it?
Oh, no.
He believed in not. Yeah, he believed in giving a woman a firm hand of discipline.
Oh, okay.
Has he told Barbara Walters?
Right.
He told Barbara Walters that a woman needs a slap now and then.
Yeah.
Can't remember exactly what he said.
Yeah,
but
that's not very.
Yeah.
But there was no such thing as Me Too back then. There was no such thing as being canceled.
Right.
No, and Hollywood is known to have some not nice people.
Right. But you know what? He's a good actor. I will say that.
He is.
Yeah.
And
a dead man.
He was a great actor. Oh,
right.
He's a great actor who almost was Gandalf, but I'm glad he wasn't. But
and Morpheus, if I believe as well.
Yeah, allegedly.
For Matrix?
I thought it was the architect. I thought they wanted him to play the architect, but he didn't get it.
He was retired by then. Well, I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, he was retired by then. Well,
I feel like
he turned down Lord of the Rings to make League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I know that. Right. And then retired from acting.
That was after making Food Fight, though.
Well, yeah, he did do like some voice roles also after retiring.
His late career.
It's like, can I do this on the phone?
I don't want to come into the studio.
Yeah, I mean, he probably didn't need to act. He probably did it until he was like, he got really bad movies in the final couple years. So he's probably like, all right, I'm out. I'm rich.
Well, and he did all those episodes of Celebrity Jeopardy also. So there's that. But
very true.
You can make a lot of money off TV. They keep rerunning that stuff for years and years and years.
Oh,
my uncle actually watches old game shows from like the 60s and stuff for some reason.
That's
in the 70s.
Impressive.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Audience out there for somebody.
You knew I was talking about the Saturday Night Live.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know.
Okay,
Daryl
yeah,
Hannah.
no, you've seen Daryl Hannah playing him on Saturday Night Live. He's like, "I'll take the rapist for 500." That's
It's
therapist. Oh man,
That's good stuff. Everybody
good
go watch
stuff.
that.
Yeah,
Go watch Celebrity Jeopardy. It's good.
yeah.
I've never seen it or even knew it existed.
Oh, it's so. Oh man, there's like several episodes of it. It's so good. It's just Sean Connery just being an absolute monster to Alex Trebek, and Alex Trebek just being just like bullied by Sean Connery.
Yeah, the writers
so
were like,
good.
let's make up a feud. Is that Alex Trebek and Sean Connery hate each other?
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
great.
And it works.
Yeah.
It works
It works.
so well.
It's so good. Yep.
I didn't realize until we were talking that the tank is actually from that little Turkey empire. I always thought it was just a German
Mhm.
tank.
Yeah, the Nazis roll in, and then all their stuff is supplied by the Sultan of Hatay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He says, "You shall have tanks, horses, blah 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 blah." I can't remember what all he tells them, but
Camels, men.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so those
when
are
he
the
wants
men
it-
that they're like sacrificing at the end when they get to the temple finally.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
forcing them to go there.
Yeah, I get the impression that it basically Vogel and Donovan really only have like maybe a couple of dozen Nazis, and the rest of their army is these Turkish guys.
Yeah. Cheaper and expendable to them. Yeah.
Right.
They don't give a shit.
Definitely. Well, and you got to figure the whole all like the occult stuff. That's just like back burner stuff for Hitler. That's not his main deal. He's just like, yeah, maybe the Ark of the Covenant actually exists, and it would be a cool thing to have to kind of like lord over. That we're like, because I don't think in real life that Hitler believed in all the occult stuff, but he wanted to collect cultural artifacts.
Well, wasn't there that whole Thule Society?
Yeah, that is true. But I think at least as I understand it, that the idea of the Nazi like occult stuff was, I mean, it's throwing shit at the wall,
Right.
I think.
They believe about a lot of weird stuff anyway. Not even their racism.
Right.
Like they were very much like a neo-pagan operation, really, kind of.
Right.
I mean, the swastika was
Um,
from the Hindu mythology, I believe. I think.
Yeah.
Right. And
Rudolf Hess was part of it, and I mean, at one time, until he decided to paratroop into Britain and get captured, he was like number 2 Nazi.
And he was insane. And
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
he did. That's why I did that, because he was a little off for sure.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
I love that story. He paratrooped into like somebody's farm in Britain. The guy just put a gun up to him, and then when the authorities came, and yeah, he's the guy who caught Rudolf Hess, farmer.
Yeah, he thought he would get them to go for peace, and they were like, "No, you're under arrest." Yeah. Anyway,
Good story though.
it's a good story.
Yeah,
It's one of the
it
it's one
is
of the
good.
weirdest World War II stories for sure.
Also, that car isn't correct. What he calls it, it's something else. I guess as the internet told me that they got the car wrong.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
The Rolls Royce that he's
Yeah,
like
it's something
super
else.
into.
Whatever he says, it's not correct.
Oh,
It's a
interesting.
different car. I
Maybe
don't
the
know.
Sultan
Something I
didn't
would
know
never-
his cars. Maybe they were just humoring him, like, "All right, you'll get this fancy car."
They didn't give a shit. They're like, okay, we get men, we get what we want. All right, here you go. I was just shocked that I didn't know that this country was a thing. Like all the times I've seen this movie, I've never Googled it. And today I was like, I'm Googling this. And then when I found out it was 1 year, I was like,
I mean, yeah, that's why I don't know about it, because it was around for a year.
I see what it is. It's they call it Rolls Royce Phantom 2, but it's actually a different Rolls Royce. So it's still a Rolls Royce.
okay, so it's close.
Yeah.
Ooh, Phantom 2 is a nice car. But yeah, no, that's not the one from the movie.
Yeah, but that's what he calls it.
Yeah.
Rolls Royce Phantom 2, 4.3 liter, 30 horsepower, 6-cylinder engine with Stromberg downdraft carburetor, could go from 0 to 100 kilometers in an hour and 12.5 seconds. And I even like the color. I love it. I even like the color. Oh, sorry.
I wonder if he likes the swastika.
I was reading that. I did not have that memorized. Yeah. There's a couple of little swastikas here and there. There's a couple.
You can take those off. Those are interchangeable.
Yeah.
All the stuff with the tank ride, that's another really good action scene too.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. So good. And like Harrison Ford allegedly stapled his hat to his head because it kept flying off.
Not allegedly. I was watching
No.
YouTube. They actually have him stapling it to his head. They have.
Yeah,
the
I
scene.
would say I saw the behind the scenes of him doing it. So
Is he doing
Yeah.
it? Is he like really doing it, or is he like just putting on a show for the camera? Is he be like,
Oh,
I don't
"I'm
know. Because that's
You
like
do
so
see him
hard to
get
believe that he
stapled,
would actually staple his head it to his head. Seems
It seems-
Well, I
I-
figure maybe it's something not underneath it that like stuck
Maybe-
to his head.
well,
and
maybe.
stapled that.
maybe he's got like a wig or something on that it's sticking
Yeah.
to. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I have seen the video of him doing that.
Oh, the tank
Yeah, some
stuff.
really good really good action here. And it's got several interchangeable elements. It's got like the people inside the tank where you got Marcus and Sean Connery.
Yes.
And then you've got Indy outside, and you got Sala doing his thing. So it's like three separate things going on.
And he's like, oh yeah, so much good stuff with Sala's guys fighting the Sultan's guys. You got the horseback chase against the tank and him sticking the rock in the barrel and making it blow up. Oh man, I love that part. And where he's like hanging on.
Too.
Yes. That's who's. Yeah, sorry, I said Sala's guys. Yeah, it's the Brotherhood that shows up to help.
Yeah,
which is great. And I don't know, like, did the Brotherhood just randomly show up? Did they meet with them ahead of time, you think?
No, they're in the Republic of
Hotham at the meeting.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you see it when they're in the courtyard at the art school. Yes, you do. Oh, I forgot about that.
And you also have the scene where he makes a comment like, "Are they with us?" He's like, "I don't know, but I'm happy," because they're not working with Indy. They're just trying to stop the Germans too.
They're just also there.
But I love when he's like, he jumps off the horse and he's hanging onto the barrel of that gun, and they're driving into the Vogel orders them to, and Vogel keeps using hand motions because they're in a tank and it's loud, and he's doing he shows the sign for how to blow the car off of the tank.
Yeah.
And then how to shove him into the wall. And he's sitting there, he uses the strap on his bag to hang on to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much good stuff. And he gets on the top and he has the fist fight wrestling match with Vogel, and the guy inside is watching him through the periscope and making fun of him.
Yeah, he says in Germany, the American fights like a girl. And it's supposed to be funny because he's kind of effeminate. He's like, the American fights like a girl.
Yeah, and then he kicks the Paris, knocks him out.
Yeah.
Right after he says that. Oh, I love it.
The one story I have always wanted. I want the story of that tank driver. He looks certifiably insane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Middle East
turban. He's having a blast.
He is just having so much fun with it.
He is bloodlust personified. I want his story.
That apparently Republic of Hotei did not have tanks, and this tank, which I had figured, which also fits the movie and fits the theming, is based on a World War I tank, a British tank.
Yeah, that makes sense. There would be a lot of World War I era British stuff in the Middle East.
Yeah, they wouldn't have the nicer stuff that they ends up getting used in World War II that the Germans have. So it makes sense that it's something older,
right?
Because it's 1917 model, I guess.
Right.
I guess what it's
kind of like a lot of Middle Eastern countries today have a lot of Soviet equipment from 40 years ago or whatever. And
right.
Have
exactly.
Stuff. Yeah.
Because it's too expensive to move stuff back. We just leave it there.
Yeah.
I mean, in their case, they lost, but that's what we've done the same thing. Americans have let's leave all the equipment here.
Well, yeah.
Somebody can use it against us later,
Yeah, let's add. They fight on top of the tank. Indy shoots those three guys with one bullet, which is always cool.
Is that gun powerful enough for that?
Sure.
Probably not. Was it a Luger or something?
Yeah, I don't think a Luger's that powerful.
I think it's just a Luger. Yeah, I doubt it.
First person shooters have taught me differently.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, those video games, the paragons of truth they are.
Yes.
Well, Mike, if he had the golden gun, he could shoot people with one hit would kill them instantly. So
yeah,
that's because it has radioactive bullets, right? Wasn't that the joke in it or something?
I think it was. It wasn't. Well. Oh,
well, that's something that me and you made up back as kids because I remember us saying it at some point.
It's definitely not the Lord. The golden gun.
I think I think in the movie the idea is that he's just such a good shot that he only needs one shot to kill.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, they fight on the tank.
Christopher Lee. Yeah.
Christopher Lee.
They fight on the tank, and he's when he gets thrown on the tank tread, and he uses his whip to not get off, and he's sitting there just getting ground by the tank.
Yeah. Oh,
physical act. So good, and apparently Harrison Ford just doing basically all those stunts.
Yeah, I feel like you can definitely tell for most of the stuff. You can tell it's actually him doing when he's hanging on the side of the tank or whatever. Yeah.
Yes, it's just he's doing his stunts. His stunt man had to basically tell dude, I'm not gonna get paid. I'm not gonna get paid if you do all the stunts. I love it.
That's cool that he did a lot of his own stuff.
And then where his dad squirts the ink with the ink pen in the guy's eyes.
Yeah,
and Mark is like, don't you see, Henry? The pin is mightier than the sword.
What do they? Yeah, do they do when they meet each other? They do a little. I don't know, a pirates. Is it Pirates of Penzance or is it some sort of English thing or something? I don't know.
It's something. I have no idea what their little
It's like
greeting
something you
is.
would do at Oxford or something. Like you'd have like a signal to know you've met a fellow Oxford person or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's one of those. I don't want to say it's an initiation. But like they used to have. Everybody used to have those back in the day. Like the
Right.
little sing-song kind of call and response type of thing.
Yeah, it's some sort of the internet is claiming that it's a fictional like fraternity
There you go.
toast. It's genius of the restoration, aid our own resuscitation.
And you don't, when you're a kid, you don't get that. But as you get older, you're like, okay, so that they're doing like, they went to the same school or something like that or whatever.
Yeah,
They
I
don't-
love that idea. I love that idea that they were friends,
Yeah.
which Marcus says at one point earlier too.
Yeah.
I see both of you grow up or something like that. He makes a comment.
Oh, and then elsewhere I'm finding it's a toast from the University Club in Manhattan is what more of the internet is saying.
I guess they're
So,
both supposed to be American. Yeah, too. But they could be, Marcus Brody sounds British, but he could be like a naturalized citizen or something.
yeah. He just talks that way and nobody says anything about it.
I mean, that could be mid-Atlantic too. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
doing accent. I'm just thinking about it.
That's
Anyway.
that's kind of what I was actually thinking was that it's not supposed to be British. That it's supposed to be like just like a fancy mid-Atlantic like 1930s accent.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. But anyway, yeah, and then when the tank goes over the cliff and you see that and that's maybe the only effect in the whole movie that doesn't look good is Vogel going
It looks dumb, but
the green screen or whatever of Vogel
On the tank is green screen though, like you can tell.
Yeah, but mostly it looks really good. It's that one part where it's like falling down, and you see Vogel as it's like diving down toward it.
Yeah.
And then his body is gone when they look down. You
Yeah,
can't
crushed by the turret.
They had,
and
I think you
then
briefly see
exploded.
it. They had like there's like a doll of him on it. I had the behind the scenes book when I was a kid.
Oh, now I see it.
You briefly see it.
Okay, you
Yeah, I
have
was
it's
gonna
on he's stuck to the turret. Yeah, I did not
Yeah,
catch that
right.
before.
Very clearly miniature turret too.
Right. Yeah.
I love
But
that.
you have Marcus and Henry and Sala looking over the cliff, and they're sad, and Sala takes his hat off and like holds it to his chest,
Yeah.
and then Indiana Jones walks up behind them and is like looking over the cliff, and is like, "Huh, wow!" Just look, he's
You
like,
kind of just look at him. It's so great. Yeah. It's
and Henry grabs him and says, "I thought I lost you, boy," and I cry every time, still to this day, when he says, "I thought I lost you, boy," and he hugs him. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's like that, and one scene near the end of the movie where I'm just like, oof, yeah,
yeah. This movie gets some feels.
yeah.
Mhm.
So good.
But also, like, he never says "I love you" to him, too. Like that's because that's the time that you think he would have said it, but he doesn't say it because he's from the 1800s, and that's not what you say to yourself.
Right. This is not a generation that said that kind of stuff. It's interesting. Yeah. It's like this kind of stuff, like, because I think partly because, my dad is dead, and part because I have a son, I have this like father-son stuff like this. Oh man, it gets me so hard. And the father-son stuff between them feels so real. It's so good. It's so well acted by both of them.
Yeah, I have a similar story where my dad passed away this year too,
Sorry.
and thank you. We used to watch this movie a bunch. I think this was my dad's favorite movie too because he liked the father-son dynamic.
Oh wow.
He's like it's a wholesome, like, I mean, they have conflicts with each other, but in the end they overcome it, and he really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
appreciate
nice.
this movie a lot more watching it now than I did back then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It definitely hit your father. It has an
Yeah.
extra to it. I do want to go back to that one line that when he's in Berlin, it's just how much that line hit me for today's world. And that comes out in January of 2026. Hopefully, that's the plan.
Yeah, remember the people who stood up to be counted. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Big time.
It's really good. It's just because it's just so fitting to today's world. I was like, that's how I feel. Because I do. There are people that I know that, like, I remember. Like, when this is all over with someday, like, I'm gonna forget what you thought.
And they will try and not to get too political, but they will try and say they never really. They will try and downplay their support, but
a bunch of people on Facebook. I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm not. If you're in support, I'm out. Like, we don't need to be friends. Like,
right.
First time, I'll give you credit. Like, okay, I'll give you benefit of the doubt. Second time, not so much. Third time, definitely not.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. No, but it's political. They're punching Nazis. Oh, Canada recently banned the swastika as a hate symbol. So good for them.
Oh,
Good, at least somebody is.
I don't see it. I think America, they tried to unban it or unmake it not a hate symbol, but it didn't work. But they tried.
well, that was something with the Coast Guard. I think the First Amendment of the country does allow you to display things like that. So
Yes.
Yeah.
But I thought it was still funny that he wanted to make it not a hate symbol for some reason,
yeah,
That Confederate
Yes.
flag.
yeah.
What a weird choice, huh? Okay. But when they do finally get to the temple, I mean, this movie does have very few supernatural elements to it. I mean, you have a little bit in the temple, and I think that's about it. I mean, you do
Well,
a few in
that's
the
the
temple,
same-
but that's it.
I mean, yeah, it's a little bit less than
Yeah.
Raiders, but Raiders kind of had a little bit more undercurrent to it, maybe.
It did, yes.
And this one, like you don't know it's going to be supernatural until you get and see this knight there. You're like, okay, things are going to be a little weird.
I love the just to kind of when we first see the place that it's at, the Al Khazneh, the treasury in Jordan, which
Yeah.
is just so stunning. Like
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't really want to go to Jordan, but I do want to go to see this in person someday, but I won't. But it's one of those things like I know I'll never see, but it's just it's I guess it's how it's like carved into the side, and it's so intricate.
Mm-hmm.
I will say Jordan
Yeah.
is one of the safest countries in the Middle East. I haven't been
Yeah.
there, but I think so. You probably, if you don't want to go for other reasons, that's fine. But it is one of the.
Oh, right. No. Yeah, you're right. I should, and I don't mean to be culturally insensitive. It's just I know that I'm unlikely to ever visit that
Sure.
part of the world.
Yeah.
But it's so
Beautiful.
beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yeah.
I guess is it like sandstone that it's just like carved into? I don't know, but
I don't know. Isn't it
Yeah,
called? It's
like-
called Petra, isn't it? Petra is the name of the
yeah,
it's-
Petra is the location. Yeah,
Where in Jordan?
location. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. It's called the treasury of the Pharaoh,
Oh, okay.
or just like Al Khazneh or Al Khazneh Pharaoh.
I didn't realize that. I didn't. So thank you for saying.
So I know it's like a mausoleum. Is that
I
what?
would
Yeah,
love
is
to
that?
see it too.
Yeah.
I'll never
So
see
I don't
it.
know if it was one that was used or not, or if it. I assume it was. But if you ever look up,
From briefly looking at Wikipedia, it seems like it's kind of mysterious. They don't know how old it is or whatever.
it's
Oh,
crazy.
Or
that's
why-
Fun.
I mean, it looks. I think they think it's Egyptian because the Egyptians were. Well,
there?
I don't know.
Right, we're in that
Back then,
area. I guess.
the empires were around different places. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because when does the Ottoman Empire falls apart after World War One? Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, they weren't a thing till the more medieval period. I think. Could be wrong, but
Yeah, they succeeded the Persian Empire. So yeah, it's like medieval.
Persian
They're
don't
around
up
for a
until
long time though.
yeah, for hundreds of years. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they get there and they go in the temple and the Nazis are putting hapless expendable people into the meat grinder basically.
I know, just one at a time. Like, all right, well, let's try it again. You're next. I love the challenges, and like we first found out about these on the Zeppelin,
Right.
and the clues aren't the best. Like only the penitent man will pass. And It's
Right.
like, okay, so you could have phrased that slightly differently, but I get it. You're trying to make it hard. It's got to
Yeah.
be difficult to try, But I love that the penitent man kneels before God. Kneel,
Yeah, exactly.
kneel, and
Last
then
time I
also
checked,
roll.
though, you don't somersault before God.
Yeah.
Though.
Kneel.
I
Then
could be
You
somersault.
have to because
The
there's
penitent-
there's
the
a second
penitent-
blade.
The penitent man somersaults before God.
Penitent man is nimble before God.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then-
Because if he wouldn't have somersaulted, he'd be dead. He would have survived, had
Right.
head cut off. He would have had other
Yeah.
parts cut off. He would be dead.
Yeah, and we kind of skipped over just them getting caught and his dad getting shot in the stomach also. But yeah, I love that the second challenge, the word of the word of God or the name of God, right?
Yeah,
and
Do you notice the
Oh,
goof that do you know the goof of this scene?
well, I know. So what I know. Well, one goof I can talk about historical goof. Or are you talking about a
Wait.
goof they made?
No, you go. Yeah, I think you're gonna say it. You talk
Well,
about it.
historical goof. He's like Jehovah begins with an I. Well, it's like because there was no J in Latin,
Right.
so that would be why. So there wouldn't be a J there to misdirect you because the J was not invented yet. So
Yeah,
that's
J is
the historical.
The J is the most recent letter. I think it's from like the 1500s or something.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I took Latin as my foreign language in high school and then in college. So I had 4 years of Latin. And I remember first taking Latin in like the 10th grade and being like, wait, there's no J, but
Right.
Jehovah, but Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade, there's a J.
Maybe if you want to think about it, maybe the knight heard something. Maybe he got like a scroll delivered in the mail. He's like, "There's a new letter. Okay, I better go put that in there."
Yeah,
You
to
know?
misdirect. But of course, that again, I guess it just kind of it depends. I was trying to think of like, well, that would throw off the whole thing because then it's not really a hard riddle if you don't. It's not really a hard riddle if you know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of so yeah. That's a little bit of a goof. It's also kind of funny because you look and it's like where he falls through. It's like what is holding up the rest of it though?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
It's like it is like paper thin.
If you step on the wrong one, you're just going to collapse the whole bridge.
Right.
Right. Yeah. That also it doesn't collapse thing also.
But if you stepped on too many of the wrong letters, it would. Like if you started just sacrificing
I guess so.
people, like okay, Squid Game style.
Yeah.
Like,
Well. Yeah. No one had made it past the penitent test actually. So no one had made it to that one yet. So and then the wonderful God, what is it called? The third challenge. The
faith in God or something.
The breath of God, the word of God, and look it up.
Yeah, but that is like so cool, that like forced perspective bridge thing, and that's hand painted. Like it's practical, hand painted. Now, of course, real life it only works from a very specific angle. So if you actually just tilted your head slightly, you would see that it's off, right? But maybe not because it's all the colors and it's a lot of like texture. So maybe you wouldn't notice. I don't know, but it wouldn't look the way it looks where he like throws the sand and it like is like literally invisible. But they actually did paint that thing.
Yeah,
that's cool. It's a good scene to really show like you have to have faith in God that you're going to be able to make this.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the idea is, I suppose you have to they make it seem like you have to believe that it's more mystical, but it's really just a trap based on the way you're looking at it.
Yeah, you wouldn't get this far if you didn't have some education about God or faith in God, I guess.
Yeah.
So I just shared a picture in the chat. It is practical, but it is a miniature.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's about like the bridge that he walks across is about 2 feet long. It looks like 2 or 3 feet long.
Yeah.
It's very cool looking.
Yeah, it's a very good effect. Yeah.
Well, consider that everybody in the Middle Ages was shorter as people. So basically, you can just be tall like Harrison Ford and you'll be fine. It'll be that different angle already.
You're not wrong.
And that was The Path of God was the third one.
The Path of God. Okay, cool.
So yeah, I learned something new. And I should already know, but yes.
Yeah. So then he gets to the cup room and the Grail Knight, one of my favorite characters in this movie.
Yeah.
They're just like so old. He's like he's gray. Like everything's gray. Armor's gray. His beard is gray. His flesh is gray. It's just like the way the lighting's of it. It's so cool. And he goes to attack him with his sword, and he like can barely lift his sword anymore.
He's so old.
Mm-hmm.
He's like you've bested me. Or so I can't remember what he says. Something like you've bested me.
Yeah, just because he drops his sword.
Yeah. I love it. And actually what my tattoo is the symbol he has embroidered on his surcoat. That's actually the version of it that I have. Only mine's that, but then with it morphed with a sword. So it actually goes down into a blade at the bottom. But it's kind of funny because I'm not even a religious person now, but I was back then. But anyway.
But you also love this movie, so that's a little different.
Yes, it has that that is really the connection for me, because I wanted something that represented this movie, but that would not be like immediately recognizable unless someone's like a really big fan of the movie. So
just get a tapestry back piece.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, a tapestry.
We have many tapestries.
Tapestry. Many tapestries. But yeah, I love this whole scene, and the actor that plays him is so good. And he died like shortly after this movie, like maybe a year or two later, I think. 2 years later. So he was in a few things after this. He played Marley's ghost in A Christmas Carol in a TV movie version, version of it.
That's good.
I can see that.
Which I've not seen this version. It's Michael Gough as Scrooge. Maybe I have seen that. Actually, this looks really familiar. Michael Gough he was Alfred in the 90s Batman movies.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, I feel like I have seen this version of it. Though for me, my canon Christmas Carol is Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
Scrooged for me.
Oh well, Scrooged is yes, Scrooged definitely. Yeah, Scrooged is my favorite Christmas movie actually.
Man, they don't make them like they used to. I'll tell you that.
Nope. And this is a great example of that.
Yeah,
right.
But yeah, this whole scene is so beautiful. The set they made.
Yeah.
With like the carved relief and all the fire, just like ever burning flames lighting up all the cups. And there's also some plates in there Guess in case somebody's like, I want to try a plate. Let me see if a plate might be the Holy Grail.
Well, I think
mean-
there was a time when people did use like drinking saucers.
That is
Very
that is a good
strange.
idea.
Yeah, true. This is
Might
like
be a
this is.
thing.
I mean, I think it's just they wanted it to look nice. These are like platters, but
The scene when she grabs the wrong one, the way that she smiles and her smile goes away and she looks at Indy because she knows and he knows that they grabbed the wrong one.
Right.
Yeah,
yes,
I
but she
just
doesn't
caught
say
that
anything because
today.
she doesn't want Vogel. She doesn't want God. What's his name? Donovan. She doesn't
Or
want
Hitler.
Donovan to get it either. Yeah, or
Right.
Hitler. She wants it for herself. Oh, and by the way, you're right. Actually, back when the Legend of the Holy Grail was first created, there were some versions of it where it's a plate. So there you go. Some where it's a plate, some where it's a bowl. Interesting. But
And
yeah, I love
some,
that.
It's a daughter.
Yes.
Thanks to
Is
Vinci
that a
Code.
reference to a movie or something?
Only massively huge bestseller by Dan Brown, the Da Vinci
Oh.
Code, Mike.
Oh, okay. I've never read it or seen the movie.
Which owes a lot to Indiana Jones. I think this
Oh,
movie in particular.
All
Yeah,
of
I think
those Robert Langdon movies are steeped in the DNA of Indiana Jones.
It's like, what if
Specifically-
Indiana Jones was way less cool?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, what if he was an actual professor that took his professor
Yeah.
job seriously?
Yes.
And everything that entails, all the boredom.
Instead of the Knights of the Cruciform Sword, we have like Catholic Opus Dei
To this
Knights,
day.
which is a real thing.
Yep. Oh, gosh.
I mean, it's not quite like that, but it's a real thing.
It's not great.
No.
I also really like the part when Donovan's like, of course, the cup for a king
Right.
of king. Like, he wasn't king of
Cup.
kings at the time.
These people were like,
Right.
I can imagine Indy and Elsa are thinking, oh, what an idiot. This guy's
Yeah. What a dumbass.
right.
He goes for has he even read the Bible? Jeez.
Right.
And
Fucking
you still
Nazis.
see it in this day. These are the
Yes.
people that are backing AI.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But I love the effect
Right.
when he drinks it and he starts to die.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I watched they did on I think a Corridor Crew VFX artists react. I think they had this one of the special effects people from this movie, and they showed how they did that, and it was so cool.
Yeah, it was
I-
very early morphing computer effects. I think it's the only computer effect in the movie, or somewhat digital. effect.
Oh, I thought
Like
it was
it's-
just like time lapse type.
It is
Special
partly
effects.
that, but there's also some computer stuff going on there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like,
But I think it's the one like scene in the movie when I was a kid. I was like, oh shit, this is the spooky part.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but I
shared-
couldn't turn away. But I was like, oh man,
I shared in the chat, by the way, the episode of Corridor Crew that covers it.
nice.
And yeah, they show they show how they do it for all three movies.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
I love-
they do the newer movies also. Actually,
Oh,
I do love like the lead up to that scene where Donovan drinks it and you see his reflection. Then you just see his eyes open, like, oh shit.
yeah, he
He's
realizes
like, everything's
something's
fine,
wrong.
and then he's like, oh, yeah, it's so creepy, but I love it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Mm.
And he grabs a hold of Elsa,
Yeah,
and yeah, oh, so good.
And then when he rots into a skeleton, the one thing that's left is the swastika symbol that you never saw him wearing, but all of a sudden you just see like this.
Oh no, you saw him wearing it. He had
Oh, you did?
he had the pin. Yeah, he had the pin on in the castle, and then he was wearing it when you see him after that,
Oh,
like
okay.
when he meets with the Sultan.
I was also
but yeah,
thinking about
It's a
like,
pin.
he's
It's a lapel pin.
okay. When he's in the cave, he kind of insults Hitler, and I feel like they would have shot him right then and there.
Well,
Eh.
yeah,
Wasn't it like if you insulted Hitler, you were to be killed? I feel like.
well, there's no one else in the room really. There's nobody.
Okay. The guards were there, but I guess maybe they're like, yeah, we're not going to shoot our commanding officer.
Well, you mean in the
Yeah, he says it when
Okay.
they first get into the
You're right.
into the
into
temple.
the
and I was
temple in
like,
the first place. When they catch him and his dad and
Yeah.
Sala. And
He starts
yeah,
insulting
He is
you're right.
He's like the commanding officer though, so like they're not gonna take anything
yeah,
of
not
their
going
own.
to shoot him.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be saying that, buddy. This is black.
Well, I guess he's just like he's not part of the military. He's just like rich guy that hired them.
Yeah.
That's like friends with the regime. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
right.
good point.
because the
but yeah,
commanding
no,
officer was the guy in the tank that went completely.
Vogel, yeah. But I
Oh.
do love, yeah, you're right. Like when he dies and everything dissolves to dust except for that lapel pin. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just perfect symbolism of this is all that's going to be left of them.
Yeah.
Just- I love it.
Symbols.
Yeah.
Everything with the Holy Grail, the bottom part, like when it falls on the floor, and Elsa, the look she has on her face when she tries to grab it, I really like that. Like I really like her look.
I mean, I love like
greed
what
and power.
It's
I love that the
bananas.
Grail is this like dingy little cup. I love the effect when he pours the water on his dad's gunshot wound and it looks like ash, like it's like bubbling like ash, and they like wipe it and it's like smooth, like shaved baby skin and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was great.
And then okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's a good practical effect. Yeah.
Yeah, practical effects.
And then they try to take the cup out of the temple, and everything starts falling apart.
Yeah,
because she doesn't.
Which
listen.
they tried to actually do that, like build a practical like thing and actually have that all be practical, but it ended up not working. So I think it's kind of comping and matte paintings.
Yeah,
fair.
And then,
but again, that's the other part that gets me as far as the crying is when he's trying to save Elsa and she falls, and then his dad's got him and he falls and he's about to die and he's like reaching for the cup with one hand. He's like, I can get it, and his like fingers are brushing it, and like the music goes soft, and his dad just kind of goes, "Let it go, Wendy, let it go."
He says Indiana.
Indiana, that's right. He calls him Indiana. He doesn't call him Junior.
Only time in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
First time, and it's
He's
just like
Indiana. Indiana, let it go, son. Let it go.
Yeah.
I love that, and that moment. Oh, that gives me chills.
Cue the John Williams music where it goes do 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 do. It's just a very lovely theme. Yeah.
And I love that as they're walking out and everything's falling apart, you see the Grail Knight standing on the other side of the room, and he just puts a hand up and like goodbye, and then everything falls down. And I guess his watch is finally ended.
Right. Yeah.
After like what 800 years?
700 years.
Right.
700 years. 700 years.
Enough time, basically.
Like, I had enough of this job. I'm retiring. In death. I'm done.
The nap's so good.
Yeah. And then we get just the greatest, if you're an Indiana Jones fan, the most wonderful, like comedic conversation at the end.
Yeah.
There's still I was like, what's with this what's with this Junior?
Yeah. His name's Indiana. It's like, oh, that's his name, Henry Jones Jr.
The dog was named Indiana. You're named after
the dog. The dog. I have a lot of fond memories of that dog.
Right. Yeah.
But I was thinking about that. Well, think about it. Like, here you are. He's growing up without his mother because his mother had passed away. It's just him and his father. His father doesn't give a shit really about him because he doesn't know how to parent.
Right.
The dog was his best friend and, like, you know, his family member. So it makes sense in a sad way too that I thought about watching it this time. I'm like, oh yeah, it makes sense.
And the very beginning, you very briefly see the dog when he's in his house. Yeah.
Right. You do. Yes. And wait, it wasn't Indiana. Am I misremembering that George Lucas's dog was named Indiana?
I think so. I think that's the joke.
Yeah.
It's something like that where they named the character. He named the character after his dog, and he put that in the movie. Then, yeah.
Yes, and it's an Alaskan Malamute named Indiana, and it's the one that he played like the dog's voice in reverse for Chewbacca's sound.
Oh.
And Chewbacca is allegedly he like based like the look of Chewbacca off of like his dog's face and the expressiveness of his eyes and stuff. Yes, I love it.
Wild.
It's all coming together. And then finally, Marcus is like, "Follow me, I know the way."
Yeah, so then he just goes out, and they're like, "Oh boy, there goes."
And they
Marcus.
they ride up into the sunset, and Marcus is like falling out of the saddle, and he has to reach over and grab him and pull him back into the saddle.
Oh,
it's so good.
And of course, the ending. The riding to the sunset, the classic way to end the trilogy.
Yes, to end the whole series. Because if they had just stopped there, oh my God, this is like the perfect ending to the series.
They did stop. What do you mean? We didn't get any more movies.
We joke, but we know we did. We got more.
Yeah.
And it's whatever, you know?
We got what we deserved.
Wow. I have never felt worse about living than I do right now. Jesus.
You realize that they're going to reboot this series at some point too.
Disney just partnered with Disney just partnered with OpenAI, so we'll just have a Harrison Ford homunculus.
That I'm not okay. I want it to be done with Harrison Ford. Recast somebody else, set it however you want to set it, and just redo it. But do not let Harrison Ford go. Whether it's a fake version or a real version, let him go.
We had an opportunity and they blew it.
You mean with Shia?
Yeah, we could have had Shia LaBeouf take over.
He blew everything himself just fine. So
yeah, well, sure, but
didn't he turn out to be kind of a nut?
Kind of.
Okay.
But, maybe if things
George
would have
did
went
that.
better, he wouldn't have been. Like, it's not really fair of me to say, but, that's not this movie.
Oh.
That's the next one that apparently doesn't exist. So I don't think
He was
we'll talk about it.
he might not have even been born when this movie came out. So. He probably was born, actually.
Oh, I think he was.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
1986 he's born.
Okay,
So yes,
well then
he
there
was
you go.
alive.
He's 40 now.
He doesn't really
Yeah.
do a whole lot. I don't think he's... I forgot. I know there's controversy with him, but I can't remember what he did that got him
Oh,
in.
He
there's
just
so
acted.
much.
I think he acted weird was the main thing, wasn't it? Like he just
Abuse
like
allegations.
He acted
Oh,
weird.
okay.
He supposedly abused the hell out of FKA Twigs.
Oh, okay.
Like,
All right. Well, then no, I'm not going to defend him.
he's not a good.
All I remembered was that he did this like modern art exhibit where you got to like sit in a room and watch him like sit in a chair
Yeah.
and stuff. But he was a good
I mean,
actor.
if it came with a
did
signature and it was free, I might be okay with that.
no signature. You don't get to interact with him. You just get to watch him like sit in a chair and like eat or something. I don't remember. But he had some good stuff. He was good in Constantine.
Yeah. Good in Eagle Eye, Disturbia. Those were great movies.
Oh yeah.
He was good in Hole.
I've never seen either of them. I've seen Constantine, but I don't remember it.
Transformers.
Yeah.
He was in that.
Not a fan of those.
I know he was in Fury, but I haven't seen it. But
Never seen it either. I haven't seen much of his stuff. I'm noticing. I'm looking at his stuff right now.
You like Fury,
Very
Mike.
little. Okay.
Yeah,
I've never seen it. I just know of it.
You'd like it.
yeah, I really need to see Fury. I've heard it's really good.
You should. Yeah, it is a good movie.
I also remember Disturbia because when I worked at Target, we sold that DVD, and I remember that in Eagle Eye. Never saw either of them, but I remember them.
It's the mid to late 2000s where movies are ingrained in my brain from video rental stores and things.
Yeah.
And probably where you
Yeah, what had that distinctive cover of the binocular, like him looking through the binoculars.
Right. Yeah.
Yep, that always sticks with me. All right. I mean, we might cover 4 and 5. I don't know. I got this trilogy done. I don't know if I want to go farther. We'll see. Because I haven't seen Crystal Skull since I saw it in theater in 2008.
I haven't seen it since I got the DVD box set that no. How did I don't remember what happened with Crystal Skull, but I remember watching it at home and falling asleep halfway through it, and that's the only time I've seen it. I fell asleep pretty early in the movie, shortly after the fridging, and I woke up shortly before the monkey swinging, and then I didn't, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And I turned it off, and then I've never picked it back up. So I've only seen about 30 minutes of that movie, and it was too much, honestly. And I've not seen Dial of Destiny, but I will tell you that the Great Circle, is that what it's called?
Yep.
Is absolutely worth playing, and it's a great Indiana Jones story.
I do want to play it someday.
Yeah, I didn't finish it. I need to finish it. I don't have Game Pass anymore, and I played it on Game Pass, but what I played of it, I played maybe 6-7 hours into it. Super good. A lot of beating the shit out of Nazis or Italian fascist. Same thing. Not the same thing, but near enough.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I mean, they were working together.
Yeah. At some point, I think you do actually get to beat up Nazis. The part of the game I was in, I was still in Italy beating the crap out of fascists, which also good. But I mean, I'm talking like throwing a pipe wrench into somebody's face point blank is so satisfying. Just seeing a fascist get freaking clocked in the head with a pipe wrench. It's good stuff. But it has a lot of the good. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's a good game.
Okay. We'll see. I might do the 4th one if people want to. I don't know. But it won't be probably anytime too soon. It's not on my to-do list. But I'm curious. Oh, and fun fact that I found out thanks to a random documentary, supposedly, that they did actually find the Holy Grail, and it's in the Valencia Cathedral in Spain. It's a revered Agati cup used by Jesus at the Last Supper, supposedly. That the Pope says it's the last Holy Grail and stuff like that.
As a Catholic, I can tell you there are many churches that have claimed similar things.
Yes.
Yes,
but I didn't know it existed until recently.
A piece of the true cross is in every church. And,
Same with the Noah's Ark timbers.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, maybe this one is the one that is officially the Catholic opinion that's the Holy Grail trademark TM. But
I mean, supposedly Ark of Covenant is in a church in Ethiopia, but only one person is allowed to see it. So.
That's more believable in my opinion. But
oh yeah, we have it. No, you can't look at it right now.
That's what I would say.
Got it.
Yeah, if I had, I'd be like, you can't look at it now. We've got it, but
well, I mean, your face will melt.
Right.
You want they don't want the liability. A bunch of people's faces getting melted off.
Only if you're not pure, right? Isn't that what it was? Or no, I guess
it's if you have the pride of looking at God, you're supposed to look away.
Right.
like a penitent man would.
He would.
You should
somersault.
kneel.
It's
Like, yeah.
it's a reference to what Lot's wife, like looking back at Sodom and
Yeah.
or looking back at, is it Sodom and Gomorrah, or
I
she's
think it
looking
was
back?
Sodom and Gomorrah.
She looks back and
say
gets turned
burn.
into a pillar. She gets turned into a pillar of salt for the sin of looking at something God did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Go to Shelf Stacker Box. And Peter, why don't you lead us in?
Keep it on your shelf. Put it on your shelf and watch it because it's a great movie.
It really is.
It's really fun. I like I said, it used to be my favorite one. I think I like Raiders more because maybe it's a little bit more adult, but this is a really fun movie. It's really funny. It's got action. It's got pathos. It's got heartwarming father-son bonding. What more could you ask for?
Fair. I'll go next. I'm putting this on the shelf too. I fucking love this movie. Raiders, I think, is my favorite, and I think Raiders is a perfect movie, but I love this movie. And
Yeah.
Ken.
I'm going to put this on the shelf, not surprising anybody. I think this is my favorite indie movie just because it has so much to it. There's stuff in there to satisfy the kid in you. There's, oh my God, Indiana Jones and his dad fucked the same woman jokes for the older people. Like, it's got everything you want. I think this is the perfect distillation of Indiana Jones. So 100% shelf.
And Kerry.
I mean, it's on the shelf right behind me right now. So yes, shelf big time. This is my third favorite movie of all time, and definitely my favorite Indiana Jones movie. Yeah, I love this movie so much. I don't even know what to say. This movie is really important to me. Big part of my childhood and adulthood. I put it on my skin permanently. So yeah, shelf for sure.
Right.
And it feels good to wrap up this trilogy and have this part of the podcast now.
Just real fast, can you imagine? I was like, yeah, fuck it, put it in the box.
Well, I think going into this, I knew where we were all going to end up. So
You've seen it 200 times, but 201 times, too much.
Yeah, I was watching it this week, and I don't know, something, the Nazi stuff really got to me this time. I didn't see what the point was. Whatever, it's fine. Box it, I guess. Could you imagine?
Blasphemy.
No. It's too good. And we should go to... Well, first I just want to say thank you, everyone, for listening to this. 200 film episodes we've done, and thank you to all the people that helped me create that, Ken. That's one of those people. Helped me create a lot of them.
I'm just here hanging out. I'm glad I was able to get on this whole trilogy, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad, too. Tiffany came for the one she wanted to and ditched the other two. Doesn't like as much.
That's fine.
Some people have really good taste, and some people don't, and that's fine.
And you'll know she'll never hear this.
Yeah, so I'll talk all the shit I want to.
All right. And we should go to plugs. Kerry, where can people find you at?
Hey, I'm Crusade, Kerooseta on YouTube, Twitch, Discord. I sometimes modify and repair video game consoles, but more often than not, I just stream whatever I'm playing, usually some form of Dark Souls. I just finished yet another all bosses run of Dark Souls 3, doing a katana build this time. And then I'm at the end game of Hollow Knight Silksong, been streaming that a lot. So check that out.
And Peter.
Yeah, so you can find me. I have written a couple books. I've written 3 books, actually. I have my own trilogy that is somewhat inspired by Indiana Jones. It's called The Fifth Civilization. And if you find it wherever books are sold, either on Amazon or through my website. So check it out.
First book is really good. All I read, unfortunately, so far, but I enjoyed it.
Someday.
If I read, yes. I only read books. Hey, the only book I've been reading has pretty colors and involves a blue hedgehog. That's all I've been reading lately. So yeah,
Blue hedgehog. I'm not ringing a bell.
Yeah, really good, by the way. Really good run. The IDW is really interesting. So, all right. And if you enjoyed this episode, over 900 other episodes of this podcast, we've done movies, TV shows, video games, comic, and we do all sorts of content. If you want to find our whole catalog, everything is on Podbean. You can search, type in whatever you want. If you want to hear our other Indiana Jones content, the other 2 movies, you will see a link in the show notes for that. So check those out. If you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon. A little dog, you can vote in our Patreon polls. We have 1 to 2 polls a month. I'm going back to 2. When you hear this, it should be back to 2 in January. Is my goal. And donate $10 or more. I will give your podcast or YouTube a shout out every episode I create that month. Like these lovely people, Phoebe Stanton, the Let's Play Princess. You can find her on YouTube and Twitch at the Let's Play Princess, and she has her own podcast, Nerds of Broadcast. So check that out. And check out Zach, the absolutely best podcast of Work in Progress. Talk about the MCU movies, MCU adjacent movies. And right now they're doing the Predator Alien franchise. And also don't forget to check out Gamer Looks at 40. He is back now, so he has more new content coming out. And give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro critic, Helena at Hell Has Free. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to be a part of the show, join our Discord. If you want to suggest things you want to lurk, I don't care. I'm just happy to see the number tick up. Join our Discord. It's free. We're always happy to have new people join us. And please rate and review us wherever you get your podcast. It helps out the algorithm. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Thread, Blue Sky, YouTube. And I think that's everything I need to say, so we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Oh.
Nazi punk.